Live, y'all. Another random ass live. Okay? Like I literally just pulled this shit out of my ass 20 minutes ago.
Right.
luckily, 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 Terrence was able to do it. And hopefully it'll be lit like the last time. Like we had all these people come in the last time and all this other stuff. So
Hmm.
but either way, a lot of times when we randomly go live, it's always good. But we're gonna it's two things that we are gonna talk about. And then after those two things, we gonna flow from there. We don't always stay on topic any damn way, so it's gonna go
Right.
from there. But I haven't seen your review yet because again, last night, well, yesterday when I got off work, I had to go to a wedding, so I didn't get to see your review. I didn't get to see nobody's review of Potomac yet. I just put mine up this morning. So, how do you feel about last night's episode of Potomac? That's what I
People
want to
still
know.
people still hot with me because I feel the same way and I said what I said, but I don't give two damn fucks about it. I still feel the way that I feel and I said what I said. I will say this though. I'm just not with the whole cop thing. Now I totally get it. When you an adult and you run around here and putting your hands on people, you gotta expect for there to be some type of consequence. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You gotta expect for there to be some type of legal jargon because that's just what it is. But I think the thing for me that's annoying me the most is the way Candace is going about it. Like how she's trying to act like she's sitting up at night with PTSD, sitting in a corner with a baseball bat, looking at her doors and her windows because she's so scared that she think Monique gonna bust in on her. Like that's the shit that I'm not here for. Like you wasn't being scary when you was twirling in the 360. You won't being scary when you were saying drag me, Monique, drag me. So don't be scary now. Like that's just the only thing that's bugging me. Then Monique gave, some type of remorsefulness, however way you want to put it. And then there's people still getting under my comments like, oh, it's fake and she lying and she's this, she's that. And to me, it's just like it's damn that she doing it, damn that she don't at this point. And maybe being amongst these group of girls just ain't what she need no more. Like it was fun while it lasted, but if people is bringing you up out of your element to that point, maybe you need to separate yourself. And that's how I
I
feel.
I would say that this week for me, judging by my comment box, it ain't been as bad as it has been over the last 2 weeks. Cause listen, but I did see something somewhere else where they were talking about Bundy Blue, and then they started saying how me, Bundy, Ashley, and somebody else was up Monique's ass or some shit like that, and I'm still confused by that. Cause I'm just like, how am I up her? I like that's a question that really needs answers for me because I don't see how I'm up her ass like that when I've been dragging her ass half the season. But I feel like this: if you don't say, if you're not, what am I trying to say here? Because I don't want to say the wrong thing. If you are not team, say for instance, if you're not doing it, if you're not speaking about this fight the same way Giselle and Robin is speaking about it, you up Monique ass.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right,
You're up her ass. You're not telling her that she's wrong if you're not
right,
going in like Giselle and Robin is. That means you're up
right,
her ass. But even when you say that she's wrong and she made it physical and all of this other stuff, but yet you still hold the other party accountable for the part that they played in the fight as well. It's like that when you say that they're both at fault, but one took it to the extreme more so than the other, that still doesn't satisfy them. Like you just have to completely say that it was all Monique. You know what I mean? And I still feel like Monique was wrong. I said she was wrong. And even in my video, for last night's episode, I was like, I wish she would just own up to the fact that she just wanted to beat her ass. Just say you wanted to beat her ass and you took the opportunity to beat her ass. Just say
I
that.
agree.
Like, don't keep on using this whole, oh, I blacked out. I don't even remember what happened. But then they showing that you obviously knew what the fuck you were doing when you was sitting in the truck and you were telling Chris what happened. Obviously, you knew what happened. You know what I mean?
Mm,
So let's stop saying we blacked out. Let's just say I want to beat Candace's ass, and that's that on that. Just say that.
listen, we may as well just agree that both of them is full of shit. Monique is full of shit with the blackout thing, and Candace is full of shit with this damsel in distress, and my hands are completely clean in this entire situation. Both of them are full of shit. Period.
Like, I think they're both trash. So I mean, what, like,
Yeah.
there's really no side for me to take. And it's like, when I do my reviews, I always put myself in said situation. And just because I'm put, like, it's like people only want to hear what they come here, they say they come to hear what we gotta say. But when we're
Hmm.
not saying what they want us to say, then we're called biased, or they put words in our mouth, or they're not listening to everything that we're actually saying about the matter. And that's very frustrating for me, because I never once glorified what Monique did. I
Yeah,
clearly
me
said
neither.
I clearly said that she was wrong. I clearly said that she was wrong. I clearly said that Candace was handling this whole little situation between the two, but leading up to the fight, I clearly said that Candace was handling it better than Monique. I said Monique was picking fights with the fucking girl. I said Monique was slick, slot way bullying the damn girl at some point in time. Like, I said all of that, and yet I'm still up her ass. I'm getting paid by her, which I still ain't seen no check. Like, it's crazy. So it's like, it's one of them type of situations where you can't win. It don't matter what you say, you can't win. Period. And you're not gonna
Hmm.
win. Like, that's just one of them type of situations. And it's just, it bugs me. It bugs the hell out of me, for real, for real. Like, it's just like,
It bugs me too. And I think the reason why yours isn't as bad is because you took that Monique wig last night. And I think that's why everybody is, oh, okay, cool, whatever. But as far as it go for me, girl, I said what I
uh-huh.
said. Period. I said what I said. That's how I feel. That's how I see it. Both of them are wrong, and I'm not just gonna sit here and just put it all off on Monique's shoulders. I'm not gonna do that. I refuse to do that
It's no
because I
point.
see things for what it is. Yeah, yeah. I see things for what it is, and I feel like when you're an adult, you have to just be honest with the shit. Don't. Now, I will say this. To me, Karen looked a little funny by, putting in there about how if it was her, she would press charges. Like, I felt that was a little, you know,
Okay, so here's my, because I knew that was gonna come up. So here's my thing about what Karen said. Now, it's kind of like this, because I feel like Karen really doesn't want to pick a side. So it's kind of like, if one of them come to her, I feel like she's gonna, and they ask her what she would do, she's gonna flat out say it. Like, I get how it looks, but I don't think that's what she means. Because at the end of it all, I feel like, if with Candace coming to her asking Karen what she would have done if that was her, Karen was like, "Well, I would have pressed charges." And to be honest, I really feel like she would have pressed charges on Monique if that was
yeah,
the case.
I
So that's why
totally
I don't
understand.
have an issue with it. But I see, that's why I don't have an issue with what she said. But I do understand why it would look funny by her saying it. I totally understand, but I do get why she said what she said. I don't
Yeah,
really have an
I
issue
get
with
what she said. I get why she said it, but my whole thing is if you're not gonna take sides and you go be neutral, ain't no need for you to saying what you would have did or what you could have did or what you should have did, because that then makes you look funny. It does. It's like,
It's
yeah,
like
you
when
say you on my side, but they did nasty press charges. So, people could be looking at it like, well, Karen, you planted that damn seed first.
that too.
You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, you say you on her side, but look, again, I'm still team Karen on this, because I still feel like Karen is doing what you're supposed to do when both of your friends are fighting, and that's being neutral.
And
I'm
that's
mad at the both of y'all.
and another thing that I was annoyed by is Robin. You know, that up and coming
Girl,
stud. I was mad at her because why do you need for Karen to speak out publicly about her damn friend? Would you do that about Giselle? I
hell no.
don't.
She never holds Giselle accountable. Ever.
Never.
Ever.
Never. And see, by me and you even having this discussion, they still gonna make it sound like we on Team Monique at this point, and that ain't even what this is right here. It's just about why do you need for Karen to? I'm just disappointed because Karen hasn't spoken out about this publicly. Why does she need to? She told the bitch to her face that she was fucking wrong. Why she need to go? You know,
Hmm.
on social media and do interview after interview to tell everybody that Monique is wrong. For what? She friends with the both of them.
Hey, Abby.
Hey,
And
Eddie.
another thing is, why the hell is Giselle so upset?
Child, Giselle just want a reason to be motherfucking upset. And even though I feel like Monique is trash and I don't like her nor Candiace, I still feel the same way I've been feeling for years. Giselle just don't like Monique and she gonna look for any motherfucking reason not to.
Hmm.
Period.
But listen, I said in my laugh this morning, you need to be up caping for Candace anyway, because I feel like Candace wore her ass whooping. That's how I honestly feel. And I'm just gonna be real. So yeah, Giselle, go on ahead and keep caping for Candace, because she definitely took your ass whooping. And can't nobody tell me otherwise.
Cause
Period.
Giselle should have been the one to get that ass whooping.
Child.
If we're being quite frank about it, that's who should have got her ass whooped.
Yeah. That's how I feel. Period.
But see, that's another thing though. Like Giselle want to say that, and somebody, as I'm getting ready to say it, somebody in the chat just said it. The thing with Giselle with me is she want to act like she don't want to be associated with nobody that's violent or partakes in violence, but yet you're doing a Bravo show with P Valley Portia, who has attacked three people on her show.
Yep.
So what are you saying?
Yep.
You're just using this as a way to not have to film with her so you can ice her the fuck out. And Monique, dumbass, gave her that opportunity.
I agree. 1010%. I totally agree.
She gave her that fucking opportunity. And that's why I was dragging her all damn season already. So it's
Me
like,
too. Girl, how did you feel about that cringe-worthy scene where Robin trying to play Tatiana with Juan down to that damn bar?
baby, I didn't even discuss that in my review.
Child, you listen, where do you see mine? And where do you see what I compared her to? Girl, you go Kiki. You is going Kiki when I put that side by side comparison. I promise you, you is. And he wasn't even interested. He was more concerned about that $90,000 uh tax lien that they got going on.
You know what's funny about that? I'm not here to count nobody's pockets because let's just because you already know what I went through last year. I've talked about it before, all of this other stuff. So I'm not here to drag nobody's financial situation. But it's mighty funny how she's going through this, and she was just dragging Karen about 2 seasons ago about her motherfucking tax issues. So I
See
can't
how quickly karma came knocking at her door?
like listen, like Robin while she focused on Monique and focused on this fight and focused on what Karen ain't speaking about in the public, she need to be trying to pay her bills.
Child, you trying to pretend to be Tatiana the flight attendant. You need to be Tatiana the damn bacon teller and try to figure out how you gonna get the funds to get this shit together. Y'all already living in a damn townhouse.
She
And
need
like
to
I said
go.
this morning, in a minute they gonna be living in a tent or a goddamn trailer in the backyard of Giselle's house. That's how I feel.
She need to go on and go to Wells Fargo and see about her money.
That's how I feel.
Now, when it comes down to the pressing charges thing that Candace is doing, and her mother encouraging it. Now, here's my thing with that. Now, I don't knock her for pressing charges because she ain't about that life. She don't fight, so of course you're gonna press charges. So I'm not really focused on her pressing charges. Like I didn't give her no grief about pressing charges. I mean, anybody, any female that's not really just female, anybody that is, like her, they're going to press charges if they get in the fight. So that ain't really nothing.
Mm,
But me, if I got into a fight, I'm not pressing charges. Regardless, I'm not pressing charges because it is what it is. Like I said on one of my video, like on my video last night, I got into a fight and had charges against me. But the difference is they didn't press charges. I was 18 and the person that I fought was 17. So it was like it was immediate charges against me because they're still considered a minor, regardless of the year age difference. They're minor. I'm considered an adult. So I was 18, he was 17. So the charge was simple assault on a minor. And we had to go to court about it. But he didn't show up to court. So being that he didn't come, it was dropped. He didn't come. You know what I
mm,
mean? So that's my thing. So that's the only time I even had a situation about charges being upon me about a fight. But if, like I said, if it were me, I wouldn't press charges. But that's just me. Like I'm not really because I don't like courtrooms and shit like that. No way. So I'm
mm.
not. And really it's about a fight. Like I'm not pressing charges against anyone for a fight. Now, if you steal my shit, you break in my house,
Right,
vandalize my car, I'm pressing charges.
right. But that's my whole issue too with Candace. You talk all of this shit, you poke the bear, somebody see you for it, then you want to turn fed. Girl, you don't get no respect from me.
But like
Period.
I said, though, I don't have an issue with her pressing the charges. I don't, because I just know that that's like, she gets, that's her thing. You know what I mean? But I know I wouldn't press no charges. That's just on me. I wouldn't.
And girl, you won't need the one bleeding. Monique was. And you running around here trying to act like you so damn traumatized. Girl, shit. Candace wouldn't survive if I took her out there to the hood.
Oh Lord.
I'm gonna need for her to learn how to fight. Take some taekwondo, taekwondo, jujitsu, shadow boxer, capoeira. She know how to do something. Girl, back up all that fronting that you be doing to people. That's how I feel.
But I'm really not trying. I'm not even gonna stay on Candace because I'm just gonna see how this shit happens later on in the season.
Yeah, because we see she tried to fight Ashley.
So I don't
And I
know.
wonder how people gonna cape for her with that. I'm more than sure everybody gonna blame it all on Ashley.
Because they don't like her ass at
Yeah.
all. They don't like Ashley
Hmm.
at all now. They don't like her ass at all. Now, getting off of Housewives of Potomac because Lord, Potomac has gotten so draining to fucking review just like Atlanta has. Like,
Yeah.
I thought it would be much better to review this than Atlanta. It's not. It's, it's not. It's like Nene and Portia fans all over again. Nene and Portia fans
Yes.
all over again. Jeez.
Yes. It got real basketball wavish. It really did. Really, really quickly.
Yeah, like for real, for real. Like, it's just it is what it is though. Like I'm over it already. I'm ready for the season. I'm like Keisha Cole. I just want it to be over.
Right. Speaking of wanting to be over it, what's going on with your good Judy, K Michelle? Why she wanted to be over? Cause baby, she says she ready to end it all, honey.
Well, because I did a video about it earlier today. Um, this okay. So about, I think it was the day before yesterday. It was probably Friday. Mano went on this podcast and he started talking about an alleged woman that he was trying to have sex with, and turns out they was at a Trump hotel or something like that. And
Mm.
when they was getting right to it, it was a scent that he smelled. And he said that, do you smell this shit? Your pussy stank, blah, blah, blah. So when he said that, we already knew he was talking about K Michelle. And the only
Right,
reason why we knew that is because he said it alongside Uncle Murder, who doesn't even know K, on the Breakfast Club, which is why K Michelle in turn went the fuck off on Angela Yee the next day on the Breakfast Club, because Angela Yee brought up the fact that they said that her pussy was stinky. So, in addition to that, she says some girl is blackmailing her in her inbox, saying that her fiance is sleeping with her and she blackmailing her for money. Her grandmother had a stroke, and it was something else that she said. So it's like she got a lot of stuff on her shoulders right now. And what's pretty sad is that no one has any sympathy for her. And for me, it's like this. I don't like Tamar at all. Like, I hate her guts, to be honest. But
hmm
when she was going through her thing, thank you, Mia. When she was going through her thing with her suicide attempt, I understood,
hmm
because I myself was in that same boat. Next month will mark a year when I tried to do that to myself. So I understood where she was coming from. Dislike aside, I don't have to like you to understand you and to show you sympathy.
right,
So when K Michelle put her shit out there, nobody cared. It's karma, or that's what you get, or you bullied this person, you bullied Tamar, you the reason Tamar wanted to die, you this, you that. So it's like I saw way more negative than positive. And I feel like K Michelle and Tamar are the same bitch. And that's why they don't fucking like each other, because they the same damn person. But it's like Tamar got more support during her situation than K Michelle. Tamar actually has celebrities reaching out to her. And maybe they actually like her, or maybe it's because of the fact that of who her sister is. Her sister's Tony Braxton. That could be why she was able to get that type of support from the industry. But people in
right.
the industry don't really fuck with Kay like that. So that could be the reason why. But and it's not coming from a biased standpoint, because I'm well aware of the things that K Michelle has done, said, wish she would stop doing, all of this other stuff. But that doesn't take away from the fact that she's hurting on the inside. And the reason why she acts the way she do is probably because of the fact that she's hurting on the inside. Some people are pessimistic people because they are hurting on the inside, and they are screaming for help, because I know that for a fact that I was a pessimistic person at one point in time, because I was hurting on the inside. This time last year, when I first started, speaking to Terrence and first started building a relationship with Terrence, that was probably one of the roughest times of my life. So y'all can see it because I'm on camera, but that was a very rough period for me, not knowing that it was going to get even more harder for me as time went by. Because when I first started speaking to Terrence and first met him, this was now a year ago. It was in October.
Yeah.
So, and I was going through one of the worst times of my life. And the very next month, that's when everything kind of went to hell for me. So it's like, it's kind of like this. You know, I was a pessimistic person, but some people handle their pessimist ways differently, though.
hmm
But you know, it's not making no excuse for how she acts and the way she portrays herself. It's not making an excuse for it. But at the same time, I get it. She's probably hurting on the inside. The woman has been through a lot of stuff, and not to mention, regardless of the fact that we want to look at her as a villain, there have been plenty of times where people was fucking with her, and she merely responded back. And because her responses are like this, she's the one that looks bad because she responds the way that she responds. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So I have sympathy for her. I could care less about what nobody else got to say about it. I have a little bit of sympathy for her ass because I've been there.
I have sympathy for K Michelle too. I really like K Michelle. I do. I think she crazy as a bed bug, crazy as a bag of hammers. But I feel like that's just her. And that attracted me because I thought she was very interesting. She was very funny. I wanted to know about it. I did.
Uh
On the
huh.
same side of that, I could kind of understand why some people would be saying, "Oh, this is your karma. You did this, you did that, da 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 da." And that's one of the many pitfalls of having such a strong personality. You know what I mean? Like it's good
Mm-hmm.
to have a strong personality, but this is one of the pitfalls of it because when, needless to say, when you a bitch to everybody, and then when you go through real things, it makes it hard for people to be sympathetic.
That's
Myself personally, I'm sympathetic to K Michelle because she ain't did nothing to me. I like K Michelle. I've been
right.
a fan of K Michelle since she first came to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. You know what I mean? And I still
Mm-hmm.
do like K Michelle. I really hope K Michelle pulls through this, and I really hope that she realizes that you have a son to live for, you have family that loves you, you have ride or die fans that don't give a damn how crazy you are, how you act, they still love you. They want you around. You know what I mean? Hopefully, she could pull through it. She could get back into the studio. You know what I'm saying? Strum her
Right.
pain with her fingers. You understand? Go on ahead and make us a nasty piece of my life, like Mary J. Blige did. Or what's the 411? You know what I'm saying? That's more. That'll probably bring her back.
My thing, but you know what? And everything you said is true. But one thing I will say, and I have to give her a little criticism on it, is that sometimes she has to learn how to pick her battles because some things are just not really worth responding to at all. Because at the end of the day, when you're a person like K Michelle and you have talent like K Michelle, but your attitude overshadows everything, when your attitude overshadows what you got in here, that becomes a problem. And
Yeah,
I feel like she needs to not worry about what people have to say about her because everyone is going to have something to say. I
yeah,
mean, even though we're nowhere near the status that she is, we have people that criticize us just the same.
yeah.
We have people that criticize us just the same. Hey,
Hey,
El
El Teddy.
Teddy, you're
Exactly.
welcome to
Listen.
join, by the way.
Yeah, come on, Teddy. Listen. Beyonce get talked about. Jay Z get
All the
talked
time.
about. You understand me? Obama's get talked about. So nobody is free and clear of being talked about or having slander on them or, oh, this stink, oh, that stink. And I really want K Michelle to stop being so worried about what people got to say about her. Girl, you said a lot of shit, a lot of negative, fucked up shit about people too. And then none of it was true. Just like this situation, none of it is true. Well, the whole pussy thing, I wouldn't know, girl, because I ain't never been around. But you
Well,
have.
I've
Did
been
you did you
around her.
did you smell anything?
I never smelled her cat when I was around her.
See?
And if I did, you would know. I ain't gotta
Oh
sit up here
shit.
and cake now. If I smelled shrimp, I would have said so. But it was nothing like that when I was around her. And I've been around her twice. And I ain't never no. Yeah,
Yeah, see?
Aaron. Yes, Aaron. It is easy to say that, but at the same time, be that as it may, you still got to learn how to block certain things out. Cause, like I said, yes, me and Terrence are on like a different level than she is. We ain't nowhere near where she is, but we still get judged. We still get criticized. People still fuck with us, and we ain't fucking with nobody. We just state our opinion, pretty much. And they like,
Mhm.
I know for a fact I've been dragged like
Me too.
hell just for having an opinion. I've been dragged like fucking hell. Okay.
Yeah, me
So, and
too.
I had to learn how to not even worry about it. Like, um, like at the end of it all, like I had to learn how to be like, okay, this bitch dragging me in the comment section. I need to ignore her, or I might just need to delete her ass and then block her. Because at that point, I'm well aware of what people be saying. Like people be thinking that I'm rude because of the way that I respond in my comment section, but I'm really responding to a bitch coming at me crazy, like for real, for real. Like especially before I got my teeth done, bitches really was coming at me then. You need to focus on your teeth. You need to do it again and do it. And
I'm
yes,
so weak.
and yes, because my teeth was a fucking insecurity of mine. Yes, I went the fuck in on your ass. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. So yeah, yes I did. I may have been a bitch in my comment section, but you got to think about what the fuck people were saying to me.
Right.
However, I had to learn not to even worry about it. I don't even like for people to block folks no more. Like in my chat, just fucking put their ass on timeout or whatever and keep it moving. You sometimes you got to have that mentality sometimes because people can talk regardless. Regardless. So I just want K Michelle to really I want her to really
Get her shit together,
get her
girl.
shit together. Cause
Yeah.
right now she working on two things. She working on her country album, which Dolly Parton sent her a song. That's big within itself. You got fucking Dolly Parton to write you a fucking record. That's big for someone like you. That's big. You got Dolly Parton to write your ass a record for your country album, and you got, an EP coming out. Hey,
Girl, look at Teddy.
Hey,
Why Teddy sitting there look like a little boy
Hey,
that
Teddy.
just got his head caught in a cookie jar? Look at him, girl. Who cookie jar did you have your hands in, girl? Because that's exactly what you looking like.
Wouldn't you
Teddy.
like to know? Hey, Jason. Hey, everybody in the chat. Hey, bros. What's good?
Talking about, I can only imagine what
What
he
y'all
did.
talking about? What y'all talking about? Who y'all talking about?
It's just
Well,
random at this
well,
point.
can I say something on this topic?
But
Go
wait.
ahead.
Oh, okay.
Because me and Scotty, we are very big K Michelle fans. I've been a K Michelle fan like before she hit Love and Hip Hop, so I knew her before then.
No, you're talking to somebody who knew K. Michelle in college. Like we was all in school together.
Yeah,
Oh, I know
well,
you
I
knew
know.
her in
I'm talking
college.
about
That's,
musically,
that's
like not
cool.
personally. That's what
Like
I'm,
there are a lot of us
but
that were
musically,
in school together at the same time.
yeah.
Me, K. Michelle, Karomo, Funky Dineva, Andrew Gillum, all
Yeah,
of us
this is what
were in
I'm talking
college
about
at the same
musically. I'm
time.
talking about music wise, Teddy. Um but I've been on this journey like with her music and seeing like, through Love and Hip Hop and multiple like, spin-offs and other shows and her trying to get away from that reputation. And mostly you know as well as I know, like that girl be in the studio. That girl don't be like going to like here and everywhere, just being people's business and just talking shit. I don't think she don't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody just I feel like she says something like she'll be on live because she goes lives. She go live every now and again. And somebody in the comments would ask her like how she feel about stuff. She'll speak on it, and then it be on Shade Room or some gossip blogs, and they cut the fucking clips up. and then they
Well,
misinterpret. They
Aaron, I have to
misinterpret
disagree with you on
her. They
something on certain
misinterpret
points
what she
here.
says, and then they'll feel like she's a hater. And it's like that mentally, like you got to defend yourself and defend your character every freaking time. Sometimes it does get annoying, and she needs to stop that. But I feel like we already kind of like have a sense that she's overly emotional. So the littlest thing can like literally tick her off, and people have said that about her.
Well, see, the thing about
So
it is, Aaron, is this. Um,
mm,
her problem, I think, is her inner circle, her innermost circle, not her inner circle, but her innermost circle, the people that can touch her every day. And when you're a big
Mm.
personality like her, I talked about this on my live a little bit earlier. Big personalities aren't allowed to emote this way publicly. They aren't allowed to be vulnerable like this publicly. Wrong or right, they're just not allowed to do that. And when you create about you, that's the consequence that you have that goes along with that. But on the back end, what you have to have is that innermost circle around you has to be the people who can cushion you. Those have to be the people who you can go to, confide in, vent with. They will be able to, you can go in and let it all out for them. So that way they can, absorb all of that. And then when you do go back in the public eye, now you're ready to go back and be the big personality and do all of that, knowing that you have this safety net of your innermost circle that's going to catch you when you do have those moments of depression or moments of vulnerability and all of those things like that. So I think that's where she messed up, because you get the feel she does not have that. I remember even back in the day, there were a lot of people that were in that inner circle that she ceremoniously alienated for different reasons at different times. There are different situations I can tell you about, but there were people who were really close to her, and then she would do things and say things to them, and it would alienate them. And then instead of trying to mend fences with them, she would double down and say, well, fuck it, I don't need you, or, so forth and so on. And so now you end up not having anybody around you, because
Right.
all of us can attest, Scotty, Terrence or whatever. I don't care how mad I get. I have that inner circle where even when I get mad, I have the big personality. I'm L Teddy or whoever I am. I can let my guard down with them. And if I piss them off, I'm going to do everything I can to bring them back in, because those are the people who I know at the end of the day, they got my back, when
We clash
nobody else.
all the time.
Huh?
Right.
I said we clash all the time.
Oh yeah, we always windmilling with each. Y'all don't even understand how much we be windmilling.
Child. When I
But I
tell
dare
you.
somebody else to windmill with her.
Right.
But
Period.
yeah,
That part.
yes, we fight all the time. Mainly me and El Teddy fight all the time, more than anyone. We
That's
fight all
because we have a lot of sexual tension and energy that we just need to get
the
for each other.
Child, here you go.
See, why are we doing this right now? Anyway, let me get back to this because he's not
Oh,
going
hey,
to take
Hot
me out
Boys of
now.
Houston.
But when it comes back, going back to what Aaron said though, when he's like when she's on live and people ask her questions about certain things, she give her opinion. She probably shouldn't give her opinion on certain things. Like they're asking her that for a reason.
why
They
though?
know
Why should she live? Like why should she
because
even
no matter
do that?
what
That's
she
whack.
says, it's gonna always be taken the wrong way because she said it.
The other thing about it is, Aaron, and I think some people forget this: the higher you get up, or the more spotlight you have on you and so forth, the more you cannot address everything, the more you can't do what everybody else would do, because you do have all of the eyes on you. And yes, you might want to go out there and cuss somebody out and go in and let have like everybody else, but you got a whole career out here that you have to always be thinking about, and you have to make sure that you just can't address everybody. That's just like on YouTube. We don't address, sometimes we do have time. Now you catch me on the wrong day, I will have
Yeah,
time.
me
But
too.
everybody, if I feel like it's not even worth my energy, I'm not going to address you because I get nothing from addressing you. If anything, it's going to hurt me more than it's going to help me to address you.
Mhm.
Yeah, because it's like you really have to me, it's like you really gotta pick your fucking battles wisely
Hmm.
sometimes. Because some battles are just not worth fighting on. And like with her, for instance, not only does she have a music career, but she has a damn drink with Jack Daniels. She got restaurants. She should not be out here like, arguing with people every other week and fighting with people every other week. It's just that sometimes you really just gotta pick your battles, because I've been live many a times and people have asked me questions about other YouTubers and other YouTubers that they know I don't even fuck with like that, and I don't speak on them. Why?
Right.
I don't fuck with them, number one. Number two, if I do speak on them, it's gonna get twisted up and it's gonna be looking like I'm being messy when all I was doing was answering the fucking question.
I get that.
So
No,
so
I
I'm
understand.
not. That's what I'm saying. And plus, K Michelle is a polarizing person. You
Yeah.
got you got 50% that like her, then you got another 50% that can't stand her ass. And that particular 50% is the main ones just speaking in the blogs and saying whatever they saying in the comment section. Because when she made those tweets, half the most of the about 80% of the comment section was saying it's karma. We don't give a fuck. Keep the same energy. Blah 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 blah. So it is what it is. That's why I'm saying she gotta move differently. And like El Teddy saying, it might be her inner circle. It could be people that's around her that's not telling her what she needs to hear.
Mm.
Or it could be people that's in her circle that is telling her what she needs to hear. She just ain't trying to hear what they're saying.
Hmm.
Yeah. I feel like most of her lives is just updating the fans on her country album and her other ventures. But yeah, I get what all of y'all saying. I'm just sad that she's in a space like that because she's been there before. Like she wanted to kill herself before, and that's sad that
She
she's
did.
now in the space. She's in that space again. So it does make me sad because I've been there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I can understand where she's coming from when where she feels like she wants to like kill herself or something. So it's just sad to me that she's in that space.
I
And
think
you
too.
never want to be in that space ever again. That is a dark, dark, dark and lonely place to be. And it's sad that she's so talented. So
I don't want to, but I think sometimes we speak for people and we speak incorrectly. Because I've had that happen where I've had people use those words, I don't want to be here, or I'm just tired of being here. And we, rushed to the case like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And when, we sat down, we spoke with them and we broke it down and everything. It wasn't that they were saying that they wanted to kill themselves or commit suicide. It was just simply that they just
you caught
wanted
that
to.
comment, Scotty? I'm sorry, El Teddy. You caught that comment that this comment person, this granny, said about you?
About me?
No, I didn't.
No,
Oh, I
about
saw that.
Scotty. You
I
saw
saw
it?
that. I saw. I wasn't even thinking about that.
I
But
didn't
guess
see
what,
the comment.
y'all? Guess what, y'all? Guess what? Guess what? I need everybody's attention because somebody is backstage right now, and this is a YouTube fucking legend. This backstage right now, and I gotta
Oh,
bring
I
her
thought you saw
in
the comment. I'm sorry.
right
I
now.
thought you
No,
saw the
I saw
comment.
that comment. Pay no mind.
I didn't see the
However,
comment.
let's
I'm sorry to interrupt
welcome.
you, El Teddy.
Let's welcome our first YouTube auntie, Miss Much Love from KY.
Oh
That's
my
not much
God.
love.
Wait a
Who is
minute.
Take
this?
it
Hell
Who's
down.
no.
this? That's not much love.
Mm-mm.
No, it's not. I don't know who the fuck that was.
All
It
that.
just fooled
I'm
me.
pissed.
I'm really mad.
I'm upset. I want to fight.
Scotty, who? Who you done pissed off that all of the trolls is coming on up in here, girl?
Now,
I
Scotty,
wasn't
you got me over here
playing.
watching stuff. Can you at least wait till it get 11 o'clock before you show me the good stuff? Because I wanted to see it quiet as it's kept. You
Oh
could have
I wasn't.
waited till
no.
we was backstage
So
to see that.
Because I
pissed.
saw it and then I said, I know that can't be what that is.
Mm-hmm.
And,
That's what I'm
I
saying.
immediately knew. I
I,
and I
immediately
said,
knew. I said, "Ooh,
yeah,
I'm
that's
That's
next
why I
okay."
was
time
like,
ask them to show you their face.
Mm-hmm.
oh
yeah, that's what I'm
gosh,
gonna have
I
to
I
do.
don't
just
have
That's
ordered
Avatar.
that.
You
ridiculous.
see how Aaron Wild's out TV is Avatar Nation right now? I don't do
Uh-huh.
avatars. I'd be like, oh, you better put your face. I got my face on here, baby. You better put your face on. I don't play them games. That's how you
They
get caught
really
up.
had me. They really had me going because I really thought she was coming up in here.
Well, wait, what was this comment that we were saying? Wait, let me go.
Oh, that
That
somebody
could be
want to
the.
be
That
the
might be the
Scotty's
same
want to see what
person.
Scotty neck do.
That
They
might
want
be
to
the
play
same
in
person.
Scotty's, and stuff, good stuff.
That might be the
Well,
same person that came in here with that BS.
they want to play in Scotty's nether regions.
Yeah, and want to
Well,
see what Scotty neck does.
well, praise God,
But that's not a
from whom
way.
all blessings
But that's
flow.
not a way to. Well, that's not a way to find out.
But no, what I was saying was,
He might be fine, Scotty.
don't do that. Don't
Boy,
do that.
bye.
Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. Anyway, but what I was saying before I went off was before we were, interrupted by sex and naked bodies, was sometimes because people may vent and say things out loud and they don't necessarily understand all of the times the ramification of their words, it gets interpreted one way, and they might not legitimately be said, listen, I want to off myself. They might just be frustrated and say, listen, I just don't want to be here right now. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's where, when you do, and I always say, when you have heightened emotions up or down, like extremes, that's not the time to be on social media.
Right.
Extremely happy or extremely upset or sad, it's time to put the phone down in terms of social media and maybe call somebody or go and talk to somebody, because what you
Mhm.
say might get interpreted entirely the wrong way.
I
Mhm.
totally agree with that.
Yeah, it just goes all the way back to like for me it's like perception. For me, perception is everything, and that's why I moved the way I moved on YouTube. You can really kind of sometimes you can kind of compare it to like how people move in the music industry. It's like in the music industry, people
Shot,
don't want to
every
work with
time
you. You
that
got to
woman
keep
go
up with their
live, I
time.
cringe. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm not muted. Oh, Jesus, I'm sorry.
I don't know who you were talking about,
Right.
but don't
What
put
woman tell
me in
you
it
you
because
care
I
to explain, L
Scotty
Teddy?
and Terrence, I'm gonna just tell you, we've
no.
talked about it in the group chat.
Oh, okay. So I guess it.
Oh,
They just
okay.
went live on Instagram. I was like, I cringe now, like, girl.
What? I want to be into it.
We ain't gonna put it out there. We just go, that might be a
We ain't gonna say
backstage
it publicly. We're
conversation.
gonna have to
Okay.
wait.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to wait for that one. Yeah, yeah,
I
we
ain't know I
heard
wasn't
about
a
what
cute.
Mano said. We already talked about Mano already, which is a
Dirty
mess
dick
within itself.
nigga.
Ooh.
Listen,
I
Oh,
hate
all
that
in all, K
piece of
Michelle,
shit.
all we saying is this. Girl, get up out your feelings and get into your bag, sis. Continue to do your music and fuck what people got to say to you, girl. Make your music. I want to hear the album. I want to hear the country. I
I
want to
do
see
want to hear
you
the
boot
country. I
scoot and all
can't
of that.
wait.
I'm ready for that, girl. Ain't nobody got time for you to be going through this fuck
Keep
shit.
those
Go back
comments
into the
off of
studio.
social
Do what
media.
you need to do.
Send it as a text. That's text worthy stuff, not social media worthy stuff.
Hmm.
Meaning you
that's
can
true.
text that to your friends, but you're not putting that all over Al Gore's good internet for people to
Mhm.
interpret however they want and come at you. She get like you said, Scotty. She's getting more hate now. It's worse,
Yeah,
and that's
Right.
yeah.
self-inflicted. That's
Girl, going back
self-inflicted.
to the studio. Worry about
Yeah,
that. Don't
because
worry about this street.
by you saying you wanna what making status, not statuses, tweets like that, and people are gonna take it as if you're saying you want to kill yourself and all that stuff. That's giving the people that can't stand you more reason to be even more hateful to
Hmm.
your ass
Mhm.
because they don't
Exactly.
give a fuck. I can
And that's
only imagine
disheartening.
what she
That's
gets.
disheartening, though. That's
And it's
disheartening.
even when Tamar had her situation, people was blaming her for it. I saw the tweets. They were blaming her for it, saying
Mhm.
that you the reason
And
why she wanted to do it and all this other shit. And I'm
but at
And
like,
least
no,
the Tamar
daggone well, that's not
situation,
true.
ooh, at least in Tamar's situation, it wasn't self-inflicted. At least that wasn't something she put out. You understand what I'm saying?
mhm.
Whereas this was preventable. This was very preventable.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I think the only thing that K Michelle can do at this point is just continue to remain focused on her music and whatever else she got going on, and just probably have to take a social media break. Because that's where a lot of her issues come from, is being on social media and commentating on stuff and arguing with
Hmm.
people. You just got to
Hmm.
stay out. People like her don't need to be on social media like that.
And girl, you are too busy to be like, honestly, like she got so much going on. She has
I
marriage boot
wouldn't go that
camp.
far. She ain't that
She
busy
she
and ain't
has
got that
she
much
no,
going
but
on. Yeah.
but this is what she's saying that's on her live. She has marriage boot camp, and she just got greenlit for a show on Lifetime or some shit like that about
Hmm.
helping people with bad surgeries. So that's what she has going on. She needs to like focus, do that. Delete social media, just delete everything, and just be in your bag for right now
Really, don't come
till
back
this
to
blows
social
over
media
to the
until
next
until
topic.
your shit starts. To
Or
be honest.
For real.
do like real celebrities do. You have a personal assistant, they do all the social media. You don't do nothing.
Right.
Hire
Let
Period.
them
people to be your
post.
Period.
social media.
Yep.
Yeah, let them post your pictures.
Hmm.
Let them do all that. And just keep it moving. That's how I feel on that. So I'm gonna ask y'all this because I didn't watch it. But how was the Kamala Harris and the other guys debate? Because I didn't see it.
I didn't
I
watch
ain't
Well,
it
watched that shit.
either.
I
I
watched
think the
it because
only
I had
thing
to see
that's
my
been
dog
going
Frank
around
Jones.
was that fly flying on his forehead. Other than that,
Don't do Frank like that. But what I will say about Kamala is, baby, she gave you one more nasty piece of side eye. You hear me?
yeah, she
Kamala, Kamala conjured. She went back to her Alpha Chapter Mother Pearl, aka days. She looked like your boy Mike Pence was a pledge who was spitting out wrong information. And every time that bitch said something, she gave him this one of these.
And you know what? Every time he lied and wanted to skip over a question, I did feel like his eye got redder and redder.
Mhm.
Listen, we
His
know
eye
what
got redder
Mike
and redder,
Pence was gonna
child.
give,
I
but
live for it.
I thought she did well. I did think she did well. We knew what Mike Pence was gonna give. We knew he was gonna not answer any questions. The thing about it is, I just this is the petty me, and I'm just gonna be real petty right now, and then I'm gonna
Live
be done with
for it.
politics. Petty L Teddy 27 does want Biden and Harris to win, and Biden, who's like 839 years old, to become incapacitated, and then we have to put Kamala Harris in. That's
You
just me
know
being
what, El
petty.
Teddy?
That's just
You
me
are
being
sick for
petty.
even saying it, but baby, I agree.
I'm
I
just being petty.
agree.
That's petty me.
I
Petty.
live for it though. I wouldn't have said it like that, but I would agree.
I wouldn't have said it at all.
Yeah,
No,
I
they
would. I would
asked
have.
that
I would have
question.
been much, much
No, they
harsher. I would
asked
have
that
said much,
question
much
at the
harsher.
debate. They asked both of them that question at the debate. They said both of you all have running mates that are in their late 70s. Have
Mhm.
you all had the conversation about what happens if they cannot perform the duties of their office? So it's not just me. That was a debate question. I'm just
Yeah,
hoping.
or have something slip somebody in a drink and they overtly croak.
Now I'm not saying slip some in somebody drink, but you could make the polished floors a little more slippery than they should be.
Okay, yes. I live for it. I live for it. Oh, we are literally plotting this man's death.
y'all plotted that man's death because me and Scotty ain't say shit. So
Who?
don't say no
Nothing.
y'all. Don't say
Absolutely
no y'all.
Who?
nothing.
What man's death?
Biden.
I live for it, child.
Oh, I ain't made the
I
man.
ain't saying
I'm just saying
nothing.
he could be incapacitated. I ain't trying to make the man die. I ain't
Hey,
trying to
Amber.
hermitate the man, but
I live for it.
Oh, but leave it to Teddy to give people lessons on how to off people and stuff like that.
I ain't trying to off the man, but he, yeah. I mean, you could do like Ronald Reagan. The only thing that helped Ronald Reagan his last year and a half to 2 years was the fact that he was covering it up. But Ronald Reagan was all the way into Alzheimer's and dementia. His
Yeah,
last year, he was completely gone mentally,
yeah.
and they just covered it up. And George H.W. Bush did a lot of stuff behind the scenes, but he was completely gone. Completely. They said they were amazed that he could even do his last State of the Union address. That's how far gone he was. I can see that let me shut up.
You know what? I'll say it. Fuck it. I'm bold enough. Listen, Trump. Can we just say this, Trump? So he
Who is
got
it?
COVID, right? So what
Oh,
are we
hey,
taking out? What do we bring into the
what's going
rebates?
on?
Hey, Bubs, because
Hey,
Bubs
Bubs.
over there getting it right.
Hey everybody, what's going on?
What do we bring into the feast?
What's going on? How y'all doing?
Bubs, you is over there getting right, smoking blunts and stuff like that. I don't smoke blunts. I do smoke skin blunts though. That's just for your reference.
Okay.
Anyway, continue on.
Go ahead.
Oh my God.
Anyway, who was talking?
Aaron was.
No, I was just saying, like, okay, I just want to ask. So Donald still got COVID, right?
Oh dear God.
He still got
Do we
COVID.
got
I
somebody?
believe so, but I think I read an article somewhere where he mentioned that he doesn't have it anymore. I
He
don't know how
claims
that
he's
happened.
immune. He said he's made himself immune. Dear God.
That nigga
Okay,
is the
he's gonna
U.S.
play his
version
stupid ass
of
duck.
the North
He's
Korean
Agent
president.
Zero. He's Agent Zero. Okay, patient
So-
and Agent Zero. Okay.
So they took COVID took out his whatever, somebody that's close to his represent. Listen, I don't know the political. I'm not political. That's
You
why
talk
I'm
about
political,
Hurricane.
maybe. Yeah,
I mean,
somebody
y'all talk
died
about
in
Donald
his
Trump,
representation or
but
whatever.
Cynthia and Mike Hill just had COVID con down here in Atlanta.
I done told you about that this morning. I told you about that this morning.
But yeah,
You was
before
not
we
gonna
get
be
into
doing
that,
scent like that. I told you about that this morning.
Mike
Yeah.
had COVID con this weekend.
We
before
is
we
not
get
gonna
into
do
that,
scent.
Where they featured
Scent
COVID
is happening.
17, 18, 19, and 20. All of the COVIDs were there on display.
before we get into that, I just want to know if COVID happens to take him out. What do we
You don't
bring
want
into
Mike
the
Pence.
feast?
Don't do
What
that.
do we bring into the party? Like, what are we bringing?
I ain't
Is
got
it just
nothing to do
me?
with it.
I ain't got nothing to do with that either. I ain't dabbling in this bullshit, y'all.
I'm
I'm
bringing
not
a cool
I
potato
think y'all.
salad and some macaroni and cheese because I don't give a fuck.
First of all, we're not going to parties. We're not going to anything celebrating that young man. So yeah,
Hell no.
I'm not bringing anything.
That's not a man. That's a human Cheeto.
Oh, you bringing some Cheetos? Oh, okay. All right, bud.
No, I said he's a human Cheeto. I
No,
ain't bringing
he's a
no Cheetos for that
Cheeto.
nigga.
Oh, I'm still bringing some Cheetos though.
The Doritos cheese,
he's
nacho cheese residue on the thumb. That's what he is.
Oh, Jesus.
totally agree.
Hey, Tamara. Okay, I don't know if El Teddy looks at this, but the Come Up Miami.
Oh dear God.
Oh Lord.
Why did everybody just do
Why do
that?
you have to bring us down, Scotty? Why, God?
What?
Scotty. Oh dear God.
But why y'all
Oh
all
my
did
God.
that though? What's going on?
Exactly.
Okay.
What is going on? Nothing. Nothing. That was the right question. What the fuck is
So
going
you
on?
don't like the show?
Hell nah. First of all, as the only person on screen born and raised in the beautiful city of Miami, I am, it makes me almost, it's gag worthy to watch this represent my beautiful city.
Oh wow.
And I hate that people think that this is the representation of our community of Black gay men in Miami, because we're not that. We're definitely not any of these troglodytes. We're definitely not the bands of the world. And most of them are not even from Miami. They're transplants. So I'm not even here for it.
Not transplants. Oh my lord.
That's
Where
transplant.
you coming with this
No,
shit?
you did not
LT?
call them transplants.
They are.
Transplants.
They're not from Miami. They're just transplants from other areas and claiming Miami. Now, don't claim my city, okay?
Uh-oh. You would be the perfect person to give a review on it then, because you can give your honest review. Like,
And I did give a review for the first one, and I drugged people for a while, and then I watched the second, third, or fourth episode, and I went to the bathroom and let my bowels loose because that was all I could give. Like I thought that gave me sleep or something. I thought that show was visual enema because I went to the bathroom and released the Kraken after watching that.
Not the Kraken father.
It was a mess, a whole mess.
I don't know. I think at this point, because like I've been reviewing the come up for a few seasons or whatever. Now I just look at it as a reality show that just happens to take place in one city, and it's just whatever's going on in that small little circle. I mean, that's just the way that I look at it, and I see it.
Here's my problem with it. Here's my problem with it. I reviewed the Come Up New York, and Eddie says this all the time. They will start off well. Somewhere around the second, third episode, it goes off the tracks. And then it's just like, what are we watching? It just becomes a shit show. Miami just became a shit show much sooner than some of the other come-ups. Because it's unwatchable. Like it.
I honestly don't
but
have
at
a
the same
problem
time, it's kind of like
Miami cast.
Go ahead.
So yeah, I honestly don't have a problem with the Miami cast. I think they're more watchable than the New York cast. I honestly feel that way. I feel like
I totally agree because dumb bitches in New York ain't doing shit. It ain't about shit. When I tell you, I need all of them to amp straight immediately and fall off of a bridge. Everybody but Mitch. Sorry, Bubs. I know you don't like
You don't mention Mitch's name around here, Aaron. You trying to get kicked off the screen mentioning Mitch's name.
Right. Because me and Teddy the only one that's seeing for Mitch. Scotty don't. You don't.
Let me leave. Let me
see.
I'm gonna leave off my own damn live because we ain't
right. No, what's the angry boy that I couldn't stand? What's the name of the boy who I couldn't stand?
O'Neal. And I liked O'Neal.
Oh, I can't stand
you couldn't stand
every part of my ass.
He has the spirit of an old gay man. Really got in Montel. When he did that to Montel, that's when I was like, O'Neal, you.
I didn't like that from the beginning.
Bye.
He's supposed to be a fashion. Did y'all see what he wore on episode 1? That basement barrel Goodwill Nike sweater that he had on episode 1, and in the same breath telling people that they should respect him and his fashion. Girl, sit your tired ass down somewhere.
He's fine as shit, though. O'Neal,
the one that I liked, I did like Chance and Ken, and I did like Montel, but other than that,
Chance got on my nerves. Montel was all right.
Yes, I did like Chance.
Well, I ain't got nothing to say about Chance because me and Chance is cool now. But I will say in the beginning, I want to thank. All right, now I will say that.
When Chance was crying, I was laughing.
But Mitch
your boy can't sing. Your boy can't sing. So we ain't gonna talk about folks.
Yeah, I'm sorry. He cannot sing. I'm sorry. He can't. I feel like he's the reason why COVID is here.
Wow. Wow.
Like y'all dragging that bitch.
Wow. No, I'm not gonna lie. I did kind of drag him my first review of episode 1 and said he couldn't sing and he needed to let that go. I ain't gonna lie, I did drag him.
Now here's the thing. He has like an ear or whatever. He can hear, but it's like you need to get some training because you over here talking as if though you're this accomplished artist and all this stuff. And I'm like, woo. I mean,
wait, why they said Bam's real name is Delusional? You know what? Let me stop reading the comments now. I'm
gonna say this about Miami. I don't mind Miami, and I like everybody up there other than Elvis. I can't get with her. That bitch, just she makes my
I
nuts
wanna like
itch
them.
every
I
time I
really
see
do.
her.
I
Did
love
he say
Sean.
Elvis?
I love all of them except for the irrelevant hoes. I'm just gonna be honest. Jamarcus can go. Jamarcus not giving nothing. Prince, I really don't care to hear his story
Don't
about
talk
the
about
whole
Prince.
boyfriend
No, I can talk
Don't
situation.
talk
about
about
Prince.
It's fine
Prince.
and cute.
Like,
Don't do that for Prince.
Don't talk about Prince.
He's a
Prince
cutie
came
I
on
though.
like
there.
I'm
Prince
saying.
now.
He's like
Prince
really
came on
getting
there
it.
episode 1. Isn't that the one who said that he was a real estate mogul? Where?
I gotta
He's
mute myself.
speaking in future tense. In future tense.
In
I
what?
support him.
No, in what alternative reality? Go get your life going. Now I
He-
do like that he's graduating. He's trying to get his education. But girl, don't be throwing out this girl mogul. What? Him and his
Oh my
bottom boyfriend. They
God.
two bottoms. I swear they got double-sided dildos that they have sex with. Him and his boyfriend, the one that he having issues with. Child, real trouble.
You
I
always
love
gotta
Prince.
take
Yeah,
it there.
I'm about to follow
I gotta
suit. Listen.
They give me a
I'm cool
whole
with Prince.
double-sided
I'm
dildo
cool
team.
with Prince. Go ahead.
Cause see,
And if
I'm
you
not
must know,
even.
I live
watch
for
this.
you, El
If they
Teddy.
checking for me, I'll be home in Miami in November. You can come see me. Oh, you because you'll be in your real home, not Miami.
Is it safe to
The
come back
views of
now?
this
Oh no,
show is not
Elvis is gonna be the one that's
reflected on
gonna come
everybody
look for
else.
you.
Oh, I'm not worried about Elvis because remember he don't hang with us. God,
Let me get up and watch
he
it.
don't hang with us.
Oh
Girl,
my God, I live for
he
it.
claimed he don't hang with us. I can't.
Oh my God.
I don't hang out at the gays. I don't hang around ceremoniously carry your purse, girl. If you don't sit your
And I ain't gonna lie, in my review, I kind of went in on Bam Bam a little bit, and it's like I could have went all the way in because I don't like that type of attitude. Here it is, you're sitting here still reminiscing on something that happened to you, I don't know how many days ago, and yet you're in the car and you're literally manifesting all this shit to where it's like we knew you was getting ready to fight when you pulled up. So if you're a real bitch, why didn't you say, okay, then, ho, when you get in the parking lot, instead of me spending my 21 something dollars, I'm gonna beat your ass. It's gonna be Sky Zone outside. I'm gonna give you the prelude. Then we can go inside afterwards. You get what I'm saying? He
was backing
didn't
up.
connect. He was walking away. All that shit. See, here's the thing.
He was
I think
backing
because
up
he has
when he
all
was
the
holding him
tattoos on
back.
his body, it kind of makes him look scary and stuff like that. When in actuality, with all the tattoos, your body looks like the back of a goddamn cereal box with the maps and shit on it. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Door,
Right.
motherfucking explorer. Can you please come through with the bang and get the fucking map and help this nigga find his healing somewhere on his body? You want to be cheetah girls above the head, then you want to be a butterfly down here, then you want to have the heart that's small like the heart you really have in real life up here. It's like, come on now. And you're gonna fuck around and you're gonna come across somebody who's has a few more tattoos than you, who's been through worse shit than you. That's not gonna pop you in your face. They're gonna take their 9 and pop you in your head. Okay.
But what he gives me that, but I'm gonna be honest with you. What he gives me is somebody who's doing this only for the cameras. Because you're in the wrong part of the world. They don't play that fuck shit down, in that part of the world. You out here popping off, you backing up while somebody's holding you, girl, you will get dish ragged and dog walked, okay? And then while you get dog walked, their friend got back if you act crazy.
Joe Beer was holding him back.
First of all,
Joe Beer was holding him back. I'm like,
that fight. They hyped up that fight in the fucking trailer like it was gonna be some shit. First of all, nobody touched nobody. So,
I don't know. I feel like if Sean Ass would have been able to maneuver a few of them big niggas, he would have got
Sean would have got
Bam Bam.
I feel like Sean really is about it. I really feel like Sean is really like he really wanted it. He wanted all the smoke.
Yeah, because it's like, why are you bothering me? I don't do nothing to you. Okay, we had that little situation. I thought it was over with. You the bitch that keep bringing up this irrelevant shit. So eventually, at this point, and especially when you swing on me first, oh yeah, bitch, it's done. It's over with.
That fight was so sorry.
I'm not gonna fight, but what I'm gonna do every time I see you is antagonize you and get you mad. Oh, that's what gets you mad? That I touch you like that? Nah, bitch, every time I see you, oh hey. I'm gonna touch you every time because now you done let me see that that's what bothers you. That's how stupid people do. Like stupid people do that. You don't let people see what bothers you. And when you try and fight me, my girl is waiting around the corner because you thought you was gonna beat me down, and baby, she's gonna shoot you down. You didn't even see her coming.
But in actuality, it's him being deeply insecure. Like I said, he's one thing that I can say about Bam Bam that I really do appreciate is the fact that he was able to share his story. Now, here's the thing: his story is unique to him because he's experiencing it. But in the collective world, you're not special. This motherfucker's been through worse than you and was able to make it. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I
But he
appreciate
ain't
being able to
made
be open
nothing.
about that.
You
But
a
don't sit
stripper
here
at a
and use
rundown
that.
ass strip club. What have you made?
You know what? The real MVP
Oh
of
my
that
God.
episode was Prince. Baby, when he was on top of that motherfucking desk and started eating his damn pizza, he didn't give a shit. Listen, y'all can fight all y'all want to, but I'm gonna eat this pizza. I live for
Right.
it. He was the real MVP with that.
Okay.
That was
Shout out.
That's
hilarious.
when you unbothered. That right there is when you are unbothered. You know
I
what?
live for that.
Can I ask a question? Then now this is an uncomfortable conversation that I had with a friend of mine earlier today, and we were discussing the come up, and we were discussing other of the gay reality shows like this. And so what I talked about was the fact that when I was that age, none of my friends and myself were like that. None of us was ready to, pop off and fight and have all of this carrying on. So my
Right.
friend said to me, and I told him I agreed a little bit, but then I had to push back. And I said, maybe it's not that. He said, well, you were in school, all of your friends were in school with you, and y'all all felt like, I got some stuff to lose. I'm not going down that road because I'm trying to get myself somewhere. Whereas a lot of these people that they put on the shows, that's not their story. So they feel like it's whatever. I could just do it. And so I just wanted to get some other people's opinion on that, because the argument they were making it was people who at a young age was in school and trying to better themselves at a very young age, whereas you had other people who just was just out there at the club all the time and just working at McDonald's. I'm just saying McDonald's, but just working somewhere. And the difference between when I was that age and they and a lot of these kids that are that age now. So I don't know.
Well, I'll start off by saying that when I was their age, me and my friends didn't act like that either. And to be quite honest, when you really think about it, most of my friends, if not all, and if we're talking about my gay circle of friends, if we're talking about them, just about everybody, with the exception of probably me and one other person, they all have college degrees. I don't have a college degree. They do. Most of my friends are college educated. All of us have our high school diplomas. All of us, if we didn't graduate from college, we all went to college. You know what I mean? Like we didn't go to the clubs like that. We didn't do all that type of stuff. So that doesn't mean that we're above anyone. It's just that just wasn't our thing. Like even now, when we go to the clubs and shit like that, like when we got older, we would go to the clubs and we see how they act. It's kind of like, why they act? It comes across like we looking down, but we're really not. We're just amazed at how they act because we don't act like that. So that's why when it comes down to these type of shows and we're talking about like perception, I don't take it seriously because I know I never acted like that. You know what I mean? But I know people that have. Like there are certain friend groups that I've seen in the community in my area that do act like that. And I have nothing in common with them. So it's like if I were to be on a show like that, I'd definitely be the odd man now because I don't do that type of shit. Like I don't
I ain't
go
gonna
like
even
I
lie.
don't.
I be looking down on them girls. I look at them like, y'all are beneath me.
Yeah,
I
me too.
no
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, like with me,
No.
I listen. I had several groups of friends. All right, I had my ratchet friends, my ghetto friends, my progetic friends, my religious friends, my classy based friends. Like that's just how I was. But I was always the same in each of my friend groups. Like if that bitch ain't did shit to me, she alright with me. So if you got an issue with her, that's on you. I was never the type to follow whatever my friends did. But what I will say is majority of the friend groups I had, they didn't get into that bullshit either. Whenever we went out, we
Right.
go out to have fun. We ain't going out trying to start no issues or, oh yeah, I see that bitch, I don't like her, let me run up on her. Like it wasn't all of that going on.
Well, I'm gonna go next. And this was like, well, I'm 28. I'm 28 right now. So they all like in their early 20s, right?
Mm-hmm.
The people on the show.
Mm-hmm.
When I was 20, when I got 21, I didn't even act like that because around Brooklyn there was a lot of news outlets saying that someone got killed for stepping on somebody's shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Someone stepped on somebody's shoe and got gunned down because somebody stepped on their shoe. So I felt that to be petty. Like, of all things, you killed this person because this person stepped on your shoe, and they were all young. So I'm like, that's when I really made a conscious decision not to deal with anybody, not to go to any young people outings. Only go to mature outings because at least they know how to carry themselves. You feel
One
me?
of the things that I noticed is I notice more so now than back in the day. It's not really celebrated. Like you don't see a lot of the young girls, as I'll call them, talking about, oh, I'm going off to school. Not that there aren't a large percentage, but that's not what's celebrated in the social media amongst, the black gays like it was back when I was younger. And we didn't have a lot of social media back then. But what was happening was that was the thing because there was still a lot of stigma behind being out. There was still a lot of stigma and a lot of prejudice about living your truth and so forth. So you did everything you could to have a leg up. And so if that meant that you had to go to school, get you a degree so that you had a couple extra titles and credentials in order to live your truth, then that's what you did. But now in the day of I'm just gonna be from fourth grade wearing purses and living my truth from fourth grade, you know what I'm saying? Now there's this sense of entitlement. It comes with a double-edged sword because there's this sense of entitlement, and so mediocrity and just being I'm not going to say horrible, but mediocrity is celebrated, and there's a lot of them. There is no push for achievement or trying to do more with yourself, so they could just go out here and just run and fight at nilly-willy and be like, "Boy, hey, you better not say nothing to me," because think about when you were young and you were scared to be out. You ain't have all that junk going on, and so now they be like, not that it's bad to be unapologetically who you are, but it comes kind of with a double-edged sword because then people don't make an effort to be better and do better, and so you end up with people like the Bams of the world.
Yeah, and I've been around people who literally like every time they go out they fight. They fight.
Who claim they
like,
selling eyelashes but ain't sold nothing.
It's not cute. It's really not cute. They like, why would you want to go out in your best outfit and your best expensive gear that you just bought yesterday just to go out today and mess your stuff up and fight? Like I never understood that. Why would you want to fight in your good shit? That shit is not tea to me. That shit is not tea to me.
Because I said, what's your thoughts on it? Because I think you're younger than all of us. I think.
Well, I'm 29.
I think you are.
I'm the youngest. I'm the youngest.
the youngest.
I'm the
youngest.
Well, what's your thought on it? I keep forgetting I'm not that much older than you.
Yeah, you good. I think for me, and I guess where I am in my life and how I view things, in my opinion, I'm gonna always say it to the day I die. I'm sorry. It's about loving your damn self, and especially being a black gay man, and to take it further, being a black gay man who happens to have feminine energy. For a lot of them, it's harder for them to really try to find their place in the world. They're being told by their mothers, their fathers, friends, family members, religious institutions that they ain't nothing, they going to hell, all this stuff. So when you're told all this stuff, and then your reality kind of supports everything that's being told to you, and then you go and you open up and you're saying, okay, I'm going to live my truth. And then you have this idea in your mind that when you are opening your truth and you go into the gay community, that is going to be this wonderful thing, to find out that it's really a community of a lot of other hurt people hurting people. And I think the thing that we need to start doing, especially with us being a little bit older than the generation coming up, is yes, we can also have our own critiques and opinions about, you know, how they're doing these things. But we also need to be asking, okay, why are they doing this? What is causing them to do this? That's why I was like, in the episode I did, the review for the 3rd episode of The Come Up, I kind of gave Bam his roses, because once again, for a gay man, I don't see a lot of my black gay brothers or gay men of color willing to be vulnerable. Just like y'all were talking about earlier with K. Michelle, and I appreciate all of y'all opinions and views. At the end of the day, she's still a human being. The difference is just the fact that more people know who she is than us. But we grown and stuff like that, so that's gonna change and everything. But nobody's exempt. So I think when we start asking those questions, then we can kind of figure out what's going on. A lot of them are fighting and doing all this stuff because they hurt. There are so many people now that go to the club to get drunk and it's waiting to fight. Like, there's a club here in Detroit that I like going to. It's ratchet as fuck, and I love ratchet shit now. It's called the Woodward. I don't know if y'all heard about that club before. The Woodward Bar and Grill. It's a fight almost every weekend. Somebody fighting and somebody doing something. But when I do go there, I kind of make myself available, because at the end of the day, a lot of those people are hurting and they need someone to talk to. And who says that you can't bless somebody by being the right person at the right time? Do you get what I'm saying?
So, no, I understand totally, but just to counter that, a lot of times there are those of us who are of a certain age now, who've been there, who've done that, who, when you do authentically do try to reach out, a lot of them, you're met with resistance. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to take the advice. They don't want to listen. Rather, they might be really ready to pop off on you just because you ask a question or you try to get, in their psyche. And so it has to be two-way. Whereas, yes, we are here, but the thing about it is you have to be receptive too. And I think it was a double-edged. You know how sometimes you hear the older Black people talk about how bad integration was for Black people? I feel like the day of tolerance is almost the same way for us. Because back in the day when everybody wasn't as tolerant, you had the families where you had to go to the older ones and you had to learn the ropes and you had to learn how to carry yourself. And they fed you wise counsel because nobody else was out there trying to help you. But now that a lot of them don't have to do that as much now, those things have gone away. So they just on their own. And they just like, you can't tell me nothing. Don't tell me nothing. I don't need you. This, that, and I ain't trying to hear what you got to do, what you trying to say. And so I think that may be some of the issue too. Not that people aren't reaching out, but how receptive are they to receive what it is that people are saying.
But like, even when people come out, a lot of times when they say come out, you come out on your own time. So then you might be met with resistance, but at least planting that seed, because that person might remember that. Because if there's anything that a person's going to remember, is how you made them feel. And if a person's always used to being met with resistance and met with being pushed away and all this stuff, a lot of times in their mind, they're going to automatically assume that's the case. For example, with Bam Bam, you sit here talking about, oh, I can't be around gay guys. I don't like being around gay men because they're really messy. Meanwhile, you are sitting here and literally the poster child for what the fuck it is that you say that you're against. But see, once again, it's because he is not healing within himself. That's his responsibility. And he has to work that out. Which is like, you can either work it out by willing to let your guard down, or God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, get your ass on the back end and you can figure that shit out when your ass in the hospital. Either way, you're still gonna learn.
And I also feel like, who has the patience? Because some people don't have the patience to even go out their way to do that, because the person is so resistant to stuff. So, people out here don't they care, but they really don't have the patience for the bullshit.
True.
That's talking to me. Like, if I see somebody fighting, like, we got to get away from them. Like, I'm not going to talk to you while you already heated or whatever. I'm not like, nah, I got other shit to think about. I got other shit to do. I'm trying to have fun. I'm trying to get lifted up right now and have a good motherfucking time. I am not trying to do that.
Right.
Motherfuckers do not have the patience nowadays. That's just me.
I know that a girl that works with me, she has a son that's 20 years old and he's gay and he was having trouble with himself.
Mm.
And he has this thing where he doesn't really hang out with many gay guys. He doesn't really relate, which I understand because when I was that age, and even now, I find myself not relating to too many gay men for whatever reason. I don't relate to them, or I don't. I've always said it though. That's always been the thing on my channel. I've always said I don't really relate to too many. I've tried to have bonds, and it just doesn't work. So I just stick to the people. I just stick to what I know. And when she told me about it, it was like, I said I don't mind talking to your son. I don't mind talking to him or trying to, be that older voice in his head and see, where he coming from. But I also had some resistance of my own because he's much younger than I am. He's 20, I'm 31. And a lot of the times when you're trying to talk to people that young, I don't want to come across like I'm being preachy to them. And sometimes they'll take it as if you're being preachy or, you're judging, you're looking down, all this other stuff. And I don't want it to come across that way. Like, I really want it to
Mm.
be a type of situation where I'm able to really try to get through to them. And some you may be able to get through to them, but then there's some that's so set in their damn ways that they're not going to hear what you're saying. And they're not going to hear what you're saying until the shit that you warn them about actually
Happens.
happens.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
that's the worst time for you to really
Now
to
or later.
listen. It's too late to listen.
Now
Right.
or later.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but and have y'all ever felt like y'all don't relate to gays sometimes? Because I know I have.
Mm-hmm.
Like even at like I've gone to gay clubs and not felt comfortable there.
Yeah,
Like
And the
me
it's
thing
too.
I
just
used to
like
do,
I'm not supposed
Scotty,
to.
is when I would have that thought, because I remember trying to go out and try, and I just was never the popular one, and I just never was the one who everybody amongst the girls would grab, because I just wasn't,
Mhm.
I wasn't feminine enough, or wasn't butch enough or masculine enough. So I was always just the nerdy in between guy. And so what would happen is I would always say to myself, okay, it's how many billion people on this planet? I cannot be the only one
Exactly.
that thinks and has my own, my level of thinking like this. So I never gave up the fight of finding people authentically that I could be around, or I could, gravitate toward, because I say I just can't believe that I'm the only one that thinks this and feels this way or has this mindset. And what ends up happening is, believe it or not, you find out that you are more of the majority than you are of the minority. The problem comes is because the minority sometimes are so outlandish and their behavior is so like out there. That
Mm-hmm.
is what is presented as the majority, when it's not. That's just the only thing that is shown. The
Mm-hmm.
real majority is more so like yourself, and people who are not just way out there like that. Because let's be clear, most of us are not like the caricatures that you see on television and on social media. And so, but the dangerous part is, if that's all that a young up and coming male sees, then they think that that's what they have to be.
Yeah.
And so nowadays, as opposed to when I was young and growing up, you didn't have any of us on television. So I didn't have a persona to gravitate toward. I just was just me.
Mm-hmm.
Now that some of the dangerous part is, there is becoming more and more of us in the media, but is it dangerous because they're highlighting the minority instead of highlighting the majority,
Mm-hmm.
making those younger people gravitate toward those toxic personalities and those toxic, types of people. So I think that's one of the issues that we have as well.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
Yes.
because
discourse.
when you look at TV, you see people like Zell Swag, you see people like Mr. Ray, you see people
Mm-hmm.
like Jonathan, you see people like who else could I name that was horrible?
Bobby Lights,
Bobby Line.
dear God.
Bobby Lights,
Milan and Christopher and
Malone.
the
Oh
other
God,
one.
Malone, terrible. Malone. Um,
Love
I
and Hip
hate to
Hop
say
has
it,
the worst
Saucy
representation of black
Santana.
and all.
I agree.
Yeah, all of
I
them are
agree.
the worst representation of black gay of the gay minority.
It's like that's what they look for. That's what Mona Scott Young be looking for, and it's cringeworthy what Mona Scott Young.
You like? Can
Cringeworthy.
we just get a gay dude that is like very chill and not extra? Can we just get that?
According
Like,
to her,
if
it won't
somebody's
be good
having
for
But
a
they
television.
still,
conversation with you, can you not
I
be
was just,
extra?
I was just about to say that, Brandon. I think, and that's the reason why I think the way that I think. Because if you're thinking about it from an entertainment factor, she probably thinks they're not gonna watch it if it's just a
But
regular guy. They're
but
only
that's
gonna
not
watch
true.
it if someone like Zell or if it's somebody like Bobby Lights because they're messy as
We
hell. They're
don't want to
gonna
watch them.
fight.
But here's
Yeah,
the
We
thing.
don't
I
want to watch
know.
them. So I
If
mean,
Oh, you don't
what's
want
the
to watch
worst that
this.
can happen?
But here's the thing. Think about one of the most celebrated shows for us. That was like a Noah's Ark. They didn't have all that trash. They had
Right.
wonderful people with careers. Yes, there was some drama because it's a television show, so you need a
Right.
plot.
Right.
But these were people with careers. These were people who were educated. These were people who were doing well for. It wasn't this trash that we see,
But
and we
also,
celebrated it and watched it.
but also, that was a way different time then than it is now. They glorify that type of stuff now. So it's kind of like when you look at shows like that, if you had reality show like Love and Hip Hop back then, I doubt that that's what they would be showing us.
Yeah, the shows we
But
had were the quirky ones like Flavor of Love and all that type of shit. We had shows like
like,
that.
I doubt that's what we would be seeing. But nowadays, when you look at especially reality TV, that's the first thing you're gonna see is a
But
Zell
Scotty,
or
I
a
even
Bobby
think
or
with that, the tide is turning on that because Love and Hip Hop isn't getting the numbers that it used to get. And
Mhm.
more so, people are
it's
turning it off because they're like, okay, you got to give me a little more than that. And so and definitely what COVID has taught us is people will gravitate toward other things. And so I will hope that some of these producers and these television networks will see people can and will watch other things if you present it to them. But if all you telling me, for example, if I'm hungry and all you give me to eat is baked beans, and I never knew that I could get some salmon out there, but all you giving me is baked beans, I'm gonna eat baked beans because I need to eat.
Right.
But but once I see, I can get some salmon, I can have some asparagus with your salmon too. Girl, let me go ahead and you know what I'm saying? So I think that's what VH1 does. They give you
that
the
kind
cheap
of
meat.
makes sense too. That kind of makes sense too because when COVID came and the reality shows weren't filming anymore, I had to check myself and figure out what the hell am I gonna do? Because
Mm.
all I do is review these reality shows. So what
Mhm.
am I gonna
Right.
do? What can I do to kind of rebrand myself if I don't have nothing to review? So it's
Yep.
like now I said I can talk about other things besides Love and Hip
Mhm.
Hop. I can go into celebrity news now, and it's working for me doing that. I can go into doing something else now. So that kind of does make sense at the same time. It
You do.
does, and on top of that, when Love and Hip Hop does come back, what do you? Because it's like y'all been gone for y'all been gone for months now. So what are you gonna portray? What are you gonna show now? Because I can't take another overdone love triangle. Like we seen it already with Stevie J and Jocelyn. We
That
saw
shit's
that
played
already.
out.
And
Hmm.
now it's like every time we do a love and hip hop, we gotta expect a fucking love triangle now. Like, is there
Well,
anything else you can?
listen, the first one that's already gonna be coming back out and filming is the New York one. So
That
just
just
be
made me laugh.
prepared.
vomit in my mouth, which should have been ended 5-6 years ago. New
I
York,
agree.
New York is horrible.
Shit, not as
Trash.
horrible as Atlanta. Atlanta
I
was
agree.
trash.
No,
I
New
stopped
York is
reviewing
way
Atlanta
worse.
a
Y'all,
long
No,
time ago.
no.
New York is way
Atlanta
worse.
shits
I'm
on
not a
New York.
big fan of Atlanta no more. I'm not. I didn't even watch
While
it.
that may be the case, it's still way better than New York.
it's way
I'm
better
sorry,
than New York.
but
I watch
none
it.
of
I
us.
watch New York. I'm all right with it. I'm okay with
I
it.
mean, you do live in New York, so I mean, you're kind of.
So that's why you have that.
Well, not really. It's just that I'm not even gonna lie. Even though people say she's boring, I still watch for her. Remy
For
Ma
who?
and her husband. I
I
still
don't
watch
nobody
for
care.
her.
Don't nobody
I
care.
still watch for them.
Nobody care.
You know, people
Well,
may
Let
say
me
she's
I
tell
mean,
boring.
you.
I
both
still
of
watch
us.
for them.
You know who's the poster child for New York? 2 people, Jonathan and Mariah Lynn, and nobody wants to watch either of them.
I don't. I don't care for neither one.
Exactly, Scotty.
Speaking of love and hip hop, did y'all hear about how Benzino got evicted out his house?
Oh, I thought you was talking
No.
about people
Congratulations.
posted that he
Congrats.
had all over my
Congrats.
internet.
They
Congratulations.
kept listen. They kept DMing me this shit all goddamn day. I said, listen, y'all. I honestly don't care about Chicken Nugget Net Benzino not having the funds to
I'm
pay for
so
his house.
Zeno.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. I ain't gonna say this what it
What
is.
happened to his music company or production company or whatever he was faking?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Did he ever
and
have
he
one,
looked
or was it
horrible
just for the show?
in the back of the squad car. He looked like he owned that stuff. That's
Can he
probably
still
why
see
He
he
his
ain't
probably.
getting
child?
no.
Is he still in contact with his child?
I don't
Do
know.
you know
I don't know
about
because
He
I
that?
looks
don't follow
strung
I
out
don't,
though.
I
Benzino.
don't know nothing about his kids. I don't want to know nothing about his kids. Him and Althea or whatever the chick
But
name
what
they
I was, but what I was saying though was, I don't think any of us here on the panel, and I don't even think Brandon even watches Love and Hip Hop, but I think most of us here on this panel or don't see it for Atlanta like we once did, but it's still
No,
miles better than the rest of it.
I
To
like
me, the best one
Miami.
is Miami,
I
and
like
that's not me coming
Miami.
from Miami.
Miami is actually better now.
Yeah,
it
Miami is
is
the best
now.
one. Those are the ones that you want to. I still think they should bring Chaotic back and Prince back, but Miami is better than. You see, I walked all the way out on Hollywood.
You know what? Even though
Oh,
Hollywood is fake and phony, I still watch it. I want Brooke back
Hollywood,
because
when
the
y'all
bitch
start
was
having
messy.
dog psychics,
I
I'm done.
want Brooke back because Brooke was messy.
Listen, when you start
No,
bringing
you
in
can keep
dog
Brooke.
psychics, we can't do that. We can't talk about
You
dogs.
can keep.
I think
You can keep Forever Broke. I did not like her. She
Stop
got
it.
on
She's
my
not
goddamn
broke.
nerves.
Leave her
She
I
broke.
didn't
alone.
like
She
her.
broke. She
I
is.
didn't like
Leave
her.
her alone.
No.
Leave
Mm-mm.
I
her
think
You
what
can have
happened with I
Booby who will stick his meat in any hole attached to the show just to keep himself on the show, trying to tether himself to somebody on the show. Y'all know that they troll him out every season.
Who?
Who?
I
Brandon just walked
mean,
out.
Wait,
how do you
Who?
who
know
we
what
talking
kind
about?
of listen? I need a penicillin shot just talking about him because as many people he done been up in just to stay on that show,
Wait,
a mess.
who we talking
Booby.
about?
Oh, Boo. Good child. Girl.
Blue?
Anyway,
First of all,
but
don't do
I
Daniel
think
Gibson like that, okay?
Oh,
Because
he
I
did
Booby?
happen
step
to like
down.
Daniel Gibson just a
Oh,
little bit.
Why is he
listen,
still
just
on
be
the show?
cute
Why
and
do
get
they
off the
turn
good
him out
He
there
has
show.
every
no
Talk
reason
about
to be on
every
Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. No reason. No reason.
he's
None.
every season
However,
they find a way to put him on there?
like for
Like
what?
Listen, that's the same shit that they was doing with Miss Nikki Bay. I mean, that's how it
Oh,
always
I
is.
agree. She should have been gone. Like,
yeah,
bye.
she needs to find her some business and
they could have brought
stay
Rockstar
away
back
from
if you ask
drug
me.
dealers and shit.
You just want to
No.
bring him back because you
Before
probably
she
want to fuck him.
pops.
That's probably why you want
No,
him back.
no, I'm
I
eyeing
mean,
on Rockstar. I
I
want her.
would, but he brought drama that made me. I like the drama that he brought. Don't
Who?
judge me,
Who?
Scotty.
But
Scotty,
when
you're
it
judging
comes
me.
when it comes down to
If
Miami,
he
though,
ain't judging guy, I damn sure am. Girl, please.
when
Wait,
it
who
If
is
comes
that's the
down
judging?
case,
to
bring back
Miami,
Ogbach. At
when
least Tierra Marie
when it
will have a
comes down
storyline.
when it comes down to Miami, I do think that they got better once they picked a better cast because I think that was the issue with
Agree.
them the first 2 seasons was that their cast
Yeah,
wasn't that great. the first
Keep
Yeah.
all the
because I
young
I
don't know
girls.
love
who
the
All
trio
the young
with
girls. I like
Suki,
Sukiana.
Brat, and
I like
Chameleon.
Brat.
I love that
With
trio.
Brat. I like all the young girls, but
I do
bring
too.
back Chaotic, bring back Prince, because I need that drama
And
with Prince and
Prince
Chaotic.
won't
I
give
will
me
take
nothing.
Chaotic because he's funny.
Yeah,
Fuck
I'll
Prince.
take chaotic, but not
Unless
Prince.
Prince comes out the closet,
Mm-mm.
Hello,
I don't
no, no,
want
no. Let
nothing
me
to
tell
do
you
with
why.
him.
Can I? Because you can't just give the men eye candy with the women. I need some eye candy with the men, and Trick Daddy ain't doing it. Not
We have
SRO.
Daddy Briscoe.
Listen,
SRO
We
is
have
not
Daddy
doing it.
Briscoe.
Prince is cute from the waist down. Bottom up, I ain't got to have him. Now, unless he's showing up
No, he's
butt
not
ass
bad.
We got
naked,
He's not bad.
Briscoe. We
pulling
got
up to the
Briscoe.
scene with the pants missing, I ain't really got to have him. And there's
Briscoe
no
is
shade.
fine,
From the
child.
waist
Briscoe
up,
is
he is
fine.
not bad. Now you cannot lie on that young man and say he's bad from the waist up. You can't lie. Now some people are bad from the waist up.
Briscoe was fine.
Briscoe
I
is,
like
but he's the
Briscoe.
only one.
I
I like
like
Briscoe.
Briscoe. I ain't mind Briscoe.
Oh, and I love
Oh
Baby
no,
Blue,
bring
Baby Boy
Gunplay
Blue,
back.
bro.
Remember Gunplay?
I love he.
Oh,
He's
yeah. I love
fine.
Gun. What happened to Gunplay?
No, bring him back.
He's
Yeah, I
ugly.
like
Ew, with
Gunplay.
his
Definitely
matted
bring
out
him
hair.
back.
His hair is matted. Like, no. Ew, he's ugly. Ew.
Who?
Gunplay is ugly.
No, that's Miami dress. If you live in Miami, that's the style of dress that they have in Miami. That's just how it is. You're gonna see that all over the place. That's all you see.
Oh, I don't. He looked like he
They
smelled
could
like
do away with Bobby. Bobby don't need it anyway. Bobby too busy doing
Bobby
OnlyFans.
can go.
So they could get rid of Bobby.
They can get rid of Bobby.
I
They
like
can get
Baby
rid of
Boy
Trina.
Blue.
They can really get rid of Trina and Trick. They can
Yes,
get rid of them.
absolutely. Yes,
And
free up
George,
that salary, Mona. They don't need to be the anchors of the show no more. Break
Yeah,
on
because we
somebody else.
actually do watch it without Trina and Trick. If they wasn't there.
Bring my girl back, big girl. Why I can't think of this
Ooh.
name.
Prima.
Yeah,
Prima Donna.
Bring
Hell
Prima Donna
no.
back.
I hate Prima.
But no,
Prima
she has
Biggie.
drama, and I like her
Yeah,
drama. Bring her.
I could deal with Prima Donna.
I don't like her. No.
just want
I
me
could
to
deal with
drag
Prima.
that bitch again. That's all that is. You want
She
me to
gives
drag
me
that bitch
Akbar.
again.
She's like the Miami version of Akbar. That's
I don't
what she
like
gives me.
Prima.
Ooh, I don't know if that's a great thing or not.
Except for she has money and she has businesses for real. Whereas Akbar only got
He
a million
does.
kids named after math computation,
I don't.
Prima got
integration,
crockpots and
addition,
season and
subtraction, and
cookbooks,
multiplication.
baby. Prima better do it.
I don't. I don't want DW back. I don't want DW and her brother back.
Who is
I don't want
DW?
her back.
I
Shay.
love Shay.
Shay.
Stop.
I don't
I
want her
love
back.
Shay.
I don't want Shay back.
I've
She on
learned not to
Ayala
love
Fix Your Life.
Shay.
If you
I
know
don't want Shay back.
she's
Like
on
Shay ain't
Ayala
got
Fix
nothing
Your Life.
going on, and I'm okay with her.
She should have
I'm
left
good.
season 2, in my opinion. She should have left season 2. Season 1, honestly.
Now I think the only thing that's gonna save MJ is because of Amara. So I mean,
They're
I
not
guess.
together no
I
more.
like MJ. I don't have a problem with MJ.
They're not together
Yeah,
no
I ain't got a
more.
problem with MJ either. I honestly don't.
MJ is fine.
I do follow his
Yeah,
Instagram, and I do be like, "Oh, I see, I see you." I do
But
follow
they're
him.
not
I
together
be
no
like, "Oh, I
more.
see you."
They're not together.
They don't mean shit. Mimi and Stevie
Yeah,
have been
that don't
together
mean
in years.
nothing.
They
He
still
can
on the
still come
show.
on and try to be a love interest. It'll keep her relevant because Amara's
Because I don't
starting to
like
wear on
her
me
the other
just a
time.
little bit.
Listen, she's the only one that's performing her music on these motherfucking shows.
She ain't
She's
performing nowhere,
Amara.
but on Love and Hip Hop.
But she's
That's
still
it,
doing shit.
baby. She ain't performing in Miami.
Yeah, because
They
I ain't heard nothing
performing
else from
in
her.
your
And
city.
and I like Amara, but I ain't heard nothing else since she had that scene where her daddy down to that blue smoking thing.
Can we just clap it up for Chameleon? Because, baby, TikTok is literally replaying Twerk for me right now. Her song is literally going viral on TikTok. That's her song. I got it on my phone.
Fuck her because she had something. Fuck Chameleon because she was popping shit on K Michelle when she was posting her tweets.
Yeah,
So
I
fuck
don't
her.
like that. I was like, Chameleon, what the fuck
Bubs
she
is sitting
do?
over here like,
Oh,
I
come here.
don't
I
have
was
it
like,
to do
what the
with these.
fuck?
I'm
did
just
you do
enjoying
to
what's
you,
going on.
girl?
You looking like I don't have it to do with these people.
I'm
I
just
don't.
I love Chameleon. I love me some Chameleon. Her songs is tea.
Chameleon makes my nuts itch.
Oh my God.
I can't.
Now, let me ask a question here. This is a music related question. Um, so apparently, Trey Songz just released a new album that I haven't listened to, by the way.
No one cares.
I think a
Billy
lot of
Goat's Gruff.
people
Is it entitled Billy Goat's
basically.
Gruff?
You ain't shit, Daddy. Yeah, I agree.
My question is this right here, because I've been seeing comments. Some women are saying that he's not attractive anymore, and some people feel like he's fallen off. Do you think that at this point, because everybody has a point in their career where they burn out
When
and they
was
turn
he ever
cool?
on?
I was done with him when he cut
So-
off the street.
When was he ever
So-
on?
Oh, wait a
Aaron, we're
minute,
not gonna
Aaron.
act
'Cause
like
Wait a
he
minute,
wasn't
Aaron.
on.
We're not gonna do
We're
that to
not
Trey
gonna
Songz.
do that.
I'm
Right?
not a
We not.
fan. I'm not a
Because
fan. I
when
never
he
saw
That's
first
anything
fine
came
if you're
out,
not a
about
fan,
him.
Trey
but we're not
Songz
gonna
was
act
it.
Never
like he
saw it.
wasn't
Never
on
saw it.
now.
Sorry.
That's fine
But
if you're not here for him, but we're not gonna act like he wasn't on now. Come on now. He
yeah, we're not
was.
gonna do
There
that
was a time when he
because
was everywhere.
Trey Songz has some hits.
On
He was
what?
But
on.
now
But do
Fell
you
off.
I'm not
think,
interested
do
in
you think
hearing
at
it.
this do you think at this point he's at this point where he's cold now and there's somebody else coming up that's basically in his
First
slot
of all,
now and it's
R&B is
cold?
dead.
Who
Let's
is
be
it?
clear.
There's a new Supreme.
Let's be clear. R&B is dead, very dead. And so I think that if he wants to continue, I think he's going to have to probably reinvent himself and probably try to reach an older crowd because the young ones are not looking for him and they're not looking for R&B. Not no
They're
more.
not.
You can see that. And I think once he
And
messed up
honestly,
the power theme song, I was done with him after that. So
Yeah, he did, and that was horrible.
that's when I was like, yep, it's over with it.
I was like, when I heard the Three Billy Goats Rough, I was like, what is this? Because Joke sings down.
Yeah, he do.
Right.
I was mad when they changed. I said, what the
Joke
fuck is
sings
Me
this?
too.
down.
Yeah, I
Right.
said the same thing, and everybody was like, "Why?" Like, leave Trey Songz. I was like, "No, bring
No,
back
ain't nobody say
Joe."
that. Don't lie, Aaron. Nobody
No,
said
no,
leave
no.
Trey
I'm
Songz.
serious.
No,
People was
nobody
like,
said that.
"Leave Trey Songz."
No one
I was
said
like,
that.
"Nah, don't
Nobody
do
said
that."
that. You're lying.
I said,
You're
"Leave
lying.
He
Joe
and
that track."
who is it? He and Jussie Smollett should do a single together.
They should. And then who else they could
Call
put
it
on there?
Home on the Range.
Who's gonna be the third Billy Goat? Who's gonna be the third one?
Listen, this is how I feel.
I can't
This
with
is how I
y'all.
feel. This is how I feel. Trey Songz, go home and take care of your baby child. Next case. That's how I feel.
Yeah, your career
So-
is dead,
Well,
baby. Nobody cares. I never
I
cared for
just
you,
wanna
sweetheart.
piggyback off of what Teddy said though, because I know Trey's in his 30s and I think he's headed towards 40 now. Usher just put out a new song as well called Bad Habit, and I do like the song. However, they're not playing it on urban mainstream radio. They're only playing it on urban AC, which is what they're going to be playing. Because if you are an artist that's been out longer than probably 15 years now, they're 9 times out of 10 they're not going to play you on the main urban radio stations like they played with, where they play Future and all this other shit. They're gonna play
They're
you on
gonna play you on the
adult
old
station.
school radio, black radio
That's what they're
station.
gonna play you.
Unless you find a way to
That's what they're
evolve
gonna
and
play
like
you.
become a feature on one of their albums or something like that. You know what I mean?
Because
and I
even
also
with
think-
Brandy, like even
Go
with
ahead, go ahead.
Brandy, even with Brandy on the other hand, like she got a new album out. They're not playing her music on like the main stations. They're only playing her on adult. And I think when it comes down to that, when you get up to a certain age, they don't want to play you on young people radio. They're gonna play you on the old
Right.
people station when you get to
And
a
like I
certain
said,
age.
R&B really has died. And what also happened with R&B, they let the people descended from the Caucasus Mountains steal R&B from us and turn R&B into pop. Remember when they would not let no black people be pop? All black people were R&B. And then
Mhm.
when R&B started to make just as much money as pop, they started to make the white girls want them to make money, and so they started making the black girls pop, so they would be in the same genre as the people descended from the Caucasus Mountains, and ceremoniously stole that from us. And so now all of the white girls want to try to sing like they are like black and they want to misappropriate our whole culture, and I'm not here for it. And that's how R&B died to me. But
Yeah, because they allowed them to. I feel like they allowed them to take it. It's like
they did.
I remember plain this day. Like when I was around like 11 or 12 years old, I was very confused when I would see artists like NSYNC and artists like Britney Spears being played on BET around that time, like around 2001, like they were all being played on BET, even being
Mhm.
played on 106 in Park. And I was fucking confused by that because you have to fight tooth and
Okay.
nail for a black person's video to be played on MTV. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
when they was like easily coming to BET getting their shit played and they're voting on the countdowns, I'm like, what the fuck going on here? Why
They
is NSYNC even being played right now on BET? Like they, and not no lie, I did like the song, no lie, but I'm like,
they probably
Say
why
it
did
your
some
is
way.
it not?
payola. They probably did some payola, some shit, and paid the people to play
Well,
their shit
I mean,
on
you got to
the
think at
black
that
radio
time,
station.
all record companies were under these conglomerates. And so,
Mhm.
what would happen is when you had the black artists that started to make the same money as the white artists, they said, nah, we ain't here for this. We got to start to capitalize on that. So,
Yeah.
they are the ones who control how that's, and these are the same people in cahoots with Viacom, with that
Mhm.
own
Right.
MTV, BET, VH1, and all of that other stuff. So they did all of that stuff. You know, the people descended from the Caucasus Mountains will never let us um get above them. They don't play them games.
Mhm. I
Right.
agree.
Yeah,
And but I
it
do
like
believe though that when it comes to us as black people, because I was watching the Black Summit about a few months ago, and Ti and I think Candace Owens was going back and forth with each other, and Ti was like, "Do you know how many black millionaires there are in America right now?" When I heard that, that kind of troubled my spirit because it's like you have black people that are multimillionaires, have a lot of that money, that wealth that we didn't have a long time ago. Because at the end of the day, money always speaks. Money gonna transcend language. It's gonna transcend color. It's gonna transcend beliefs. That's the one thing that's why they call it currency. The way the money is, they're gonna use that money and they should invest it into blackness. What if all these artists were to come together, take 10% of their money, and say, "Let's create our own record labels. Let's bring back R&B. Let's go ahead and
Right.
support shows like the BET Awards instead of calling it the EBT Awards. Let's make it an exclusive black thing because we are the
Right.
individuals who bring a lot of salt. I'm sorry, we're the prototype. A lot of them
But you know
base
what?
their
It
stuff off of
goes
us.
to I said this when we talk about all of these Black Lives Matter and protest and everything. I
Mhm.
said if y'all really want to boycott, every facet of American culture is influenced by us. And if we shut it down, in every facet of American
Yes.
culture, meaning we shut
Yes.
down our music,
Mhm.
we shut
Yes.
down our writing, we shut down
Yep.
our everything, our media presence, our acting, our everything. Say, you know what? Until y'all do right, our sports and everything, the country is crippled. There is no yet to be United States of America without
Yeah.
us. We don't even have a culture without black people. So let's just be clear.
Yeah.
yeah,
Um,
that's true.
that is where there is true, but a lot of times what ends up happening is when people get to the top, they get the well, I'm up here, I need to keep y'all down here because if everybody else comes up with me, then that means that I'm not going to be as high as I think that I am.
But that's why we have to hold them
And that's the
accountable.
problem.
We have to hold them accountable because
Hmm.
if it wasn't for us supporting them, you wouldn't
Hmm.
be able to do it. Now I'm gonna mention the person name, and please forgive me. I hope nobody murders me. If this is the last video I do, I love everybody. Listen, for example, oh Lord, I'm nervous to say this person's name because I can just hear it right now.
Beyonce.
Yeah, I'm a little
Well,
nervous to go
I'm
ahead and
done.
say this.
Y'all can have her. Y'all let me know
See,
when y'all done.
see,
I know
see.
the Beyonce
I'm
coming. I
so
do
nervous.
her.
I'm low key forgetting my
I
damn
do
thought
her.
about what I was gonna damn say. Cause but like for example, with Beyonce, let's be real. Let's speak factually. We have to speak factually. There's a lot of people who have said that they have spent their last of everything to go see her in concert and then come back, and
Yeah.
there's an eviction notice on the door. So if people are willing to spend their last to come see you, you are obligated. If you, especially if you're doing Black is King, let's show that Black is King. Let's go ahead and put our money where our mouth is. That's why we need community. It shouldn't just be her. To me, every black entrepreneur, every black multimillionaire, the billionaires that we have now, like Kanye and Oprah and Tyler Perry, even the thousandaires and shit like that, even motherfucking old roaches like goddamn what's that nigga name with the diabetic eyes and shit, Lil Bootsy, motherfuckers with him, shit like that.
Diabetic
Diabetic
Dear
black
God.
eye hole.
You know,
Take
let me tell y'all
10% of your
Lil
money.
Boosie dead?
Huh?
Now let me say this.
Ain't Lil Boosie dead?
Dead.
No.
God ain't that gracious yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Wait.
Not yet.
Who
That's
is
the
it?
Not a
say
protected
older
parent.
brother.
Apparently.
Oh, I'm talking
Anyway.
about Shorty Low. My bad. I'm sorry. Let me.
Yeah. Just mute yourself. Yes. But I know. But
I love you,
let me say,
I love you, Aaron. Go ahead.
but you know what? I'm gonna tell you when we saw. Well, I remember seeing something like this firsthand when Robert Johnson sold BET to Viacom. I remember when that happened.
Yeah.
And it changed the trajectory. Remember what BET was to us? Before it was sold.
Cedar's World. No,
But it was all ours. When you had, I'm going all the way back to Donnie Simpson, and you know those days when you had the BET Nightly News, we had everything. We had music. They gave you politics at night. They had little, shows and everything. When it was authentically ours, and we sold out. And you've seen that happen. Our parents talked about that happening in their days, but I remember vividly when that happened. I said, "Wow!" And then you saw BET morph into a pseudo MTV.
Yeah.
And it stopped being authentically ours. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I can tell you probably the last time I really watched BET religiously was probably somewhere in 2007 or 6.
It was like, for me, it was AJ and Free. When AJ and Free left, I was
that set me.
They played Baby Boy every 5 hours. Jesus.
God.
Last time I watched this when Mary Jane was out there. I love me some Mary Jane, child.
Like, I think that BET, and it's sad because people be shitting on BET now, but at the same time, you don't want to really shit on it because it's black, but at the same time, they deserve to be shitted on because
hold
they
them
don't.
accountable.
I feel like they don't try. They don't.
But I will
really try.
say what you want to say about it. To me, I will watch the BET Awards before I watch the MTV Music Awards. At least
I would never watch. I would never watch the VMAs. I would never watch them.
Yeah,
now, there was a
time.
time.
Or the Grammys.
I watched both.
Don't watch the Grammys.
I watched the Grammys. I do. But there was a time when the VMAs were king. Like the VMAs were where you wanted to be. And now even though they call it the EBT Awards, I will watch the BET Awards before I watch any of the other music award shows.
And then like
don't
even
get
we
me
talk
wrong.
about go ahead, Scotty. Go ahead, my bad.
Don't get me wrong, people do ask, and I think they probably ask Terrence too. They do ask me to review the VMAs, and I say no every time because I'm not watching it. Like I don't
know half of those people on there. Like they'll start to get the categories, and I'll be like, "Who's that?" Good
smoke break.
Like
I said the same thing because some of the people I didn't know they had Latin groups and shit. I'm like, who the fuck is CNCO, child? Who the fuck is you?
I mean, the only letters I know
Let
is
me view myself.
And then, not to mention, they had taken away the best R&B video category from the VMAs and everything. Like, it was pretty clear to me that they really wasn't for us no damn way. So I'm
Did y'all remember
but I never
big whole
saying.
I'm sorry, I didn't interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Do y'all remember? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Scotty. Do y'all remember that whole situation that happened when people were getting on Bruno Mars and saying that he was appropriating like the whole New Jack Swing type situation and stuff like that? And there was an episode called I forgot what the actual name of the title of it was, but it's on this YouTube channel called The Grapevine. The Grapevine. There was so many different opinions and views, but it was one person who towards the end hit the nail on the head. And I'm like, damn, did we just waste all this damn time or whatever? We're sitting here talking about all that stuff, but we can't really say shit if we're still supporting those things. You get what I'm saying? Like, once again, we are the consumers. We have the power. But see, the way it's flipped to where it's like, oh, these people who are higher than us have the power. Nah, bitch, if it wasn't for us supporting you, and let's be real, let's be all the way real. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Gays will support your ass. We will support an artist down.
Let's just be clear. We have been the backbone for the arts and the music industry and television and fashion for eternity.
Come on,
we have the backbone. However, what happens with the backbone? You never hear anybody say, "Oh, my backbone feel good today." You just go unnoticed. People just expect you to be there holding it up because that's what you do, but they never acknowledge you. They never give you the spotlight. And that's what we've done. And sometimes we gotta, make a fuss and say, y'all want our help? No, we're gonna help you. And this is gonna come out harsh. And I apologize to the people in the chat now, to all my women in the chat. I apologize now. But there's a lot of borrowed culture from us. There's a lot of borrowed vernacular from us. But then at the same time, let something go wrong and they want to throw out all kinds of epithets at us. They want to throw out all kinds of horrible names. But everything that you know about how to be you comes from us.
There's so many intersectionalities going on. Like, for example, I had to roast the fuck out of Kim Burrell's fat goddamn ass.
Oh God! I'm
you know why? I'm gonna tell you why.
Barrel. Say it, Terrence. Kim Barrel.
Kim Barrel. Kim Gummy Bear Sausage. Polar sausage bareback ass. Triple neck ass Kim Burrell. Here's the thing. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. I love singers. And I'm not gonna lie. Kim
Burrell ain't that singer
has a chapter in the vocal Bible to me. The bitch sings down. Beyonce ass references her. Sam Smith references her. Like, there are people who reference her as that. Now, here's the thing. When she was like getting towards the height of her career, the individual that was behind her success, that helped her get her image together, all that type of shit, was a black gay man. So when she got her ass up there and said that horrible homophobic shit that she said on that thing, it was like, first of all, you're destroying, once again, like you said, the backbone. But bitch, if I put my hand on my hip and backbone slip, you're gonna be fucked up. Now what's up?
Right.
She gets me frog by the throat.
Yeah, she does. I've never liked her voice. She does. Like, you're right about that, Aaron.
That bitch can scale a frog shit. Ribbit.
I don't like nothing about her voice. She has this very airy, ethereal type voice, and I never liked her. I don't like those type of voices. The only time I like somebody with that type of airy voice, I like some male singers that have that kind of voice because it meshes with what they do, but I don't like female singers like that. That's why sometimes some Brandy songs I don't really care for, because you hear that more airy, ethereal type voice of hers, and I'm not a fan of that. So that's why I've never liked Kim Burrell. Like, I need to hear clear, crisp voice. Give me a witness any day of the week. I'm sorry.
Somebody said Sam Smith in the chat. Child, we is not gonna have that conversation. Cause baby, where is she now? Where is she? I'll mute myself.
No.
No, somebody said Sam Smith in the chat. We're not gonna have that conversation because that
I'm saying, what about
the conversation of singers.
Oh,
okay.
I don't know how.
Where is she now? I don't know.
If you're a singer that has soul and you happen to be white, because there's a few white artists that I know that I would feel comfortable invite to the cookout, and if I got in trouble, I would take the cuss out. That's perfectly fine.
Okay, we ready. Who we invite to the cookout?
There's a woman by the name of Yeba, this white girl. Oh my God. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, here's the thing, like, if you're going to sing with that sound of soul, at least just reference it and give homage to the individuals who paved the way for you to even do that. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to sit here and say if an individual sings down with soul that they can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you appropriate it and make it seem like, oh, this is just a white thing, then it's like, no, hold on. that Lowry seasoned salt and all that shit that's on there, the flavor
Okay.
that about,
Okay,
we
y'all
ain't gonna
giving
know
up.
that laid that down for you. So she references to people like Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight, a whole bunch of other artists, female artists who were amazing, who still have their voices today, even though some of them don't, but that's okay.
You
Still have
can't
their
help
voices
but
today.
to. Bluegrass ain't shit. You can't help but to name those girls. Ain't no white person was. You know what? Let me mute myself.
No, come on, not in
Yeah.
talk.
Well, how did we get to bluegrass?
No, I'm just saying, like, we can't just like say like, oh, she's naming these people.
Now wait a
They
minute.
could be
Let's be
invited to the
fair. Let's be
cookout.
fair.
Because
We can't really sit here
there's no
and talk
others.
about. We can't really sit here just to play devil's advocate. We really can't sit here and talk about, you know, white people singing with soul. But here it is. K. Michelle getting ready to come out with a country album. So,
but she was brought up on country. That's totally different.
Now see, why you have to bring her up?
Black country artist.
no, I'm just saying because once again, we look at different genres of music, like I just said. When some shit come on that ain't black, that we ain't familiar with, oh, this the bathroom break, oh, this the roll-up break, oh, this the break to go get something to eat.
Wait,
But
roll
like
up.
once,
This is
but like
the quick. This is the quickie on hit it from the side break. Oh,
yes, praise God for that too. Amen. Hallelujah.
amen. Praise Him. Glory.
Yes, that's the break for it. But I'm just saying, factually
we
speaking,
can't be inviting somebody to the cookout because they reference, you know, they putting the spotlight on Patti LaBelle, saying there's nobody else. What you gonna do? What Adele, Sam Smith,
Sam Smith can sing.
Dolly
Why you
Parton.
keep mentioning this person? Sam Smith.
Sam Smith can sing.
Please go back on mute if you gonna keep mentioning Sam Smith.
Sam Smith can sing.
What's the dude name that was singing on the video with Michael Jackson, and Michael Jackson turned to him to the side and be like, oh, that's your note that you're gonna use? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just saying. You can't name nobody else. I'm just saying, child. Let me mute myself.
Please.
John B was the original person that could be invited to the cookout. John B.
Oh yeah. Because that was my song. They don't know. Oh, that was my shit. What?
Everybody's song.
And I see you got a fireplace in the background, Scotty. All you need is a cold Christmas Eve, okay? A rug and someone to come clap them cheeks in front of the fire. That's all I gotta say. Now,
I've always wanted that. Oh my God! On the bearskin rug, child. Clapping these cheeks on the bearskin rug.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? I hope that you all are enjoying yourself tonight. Just wonderful, great. Yeah.
Oh dear God, I'm glad I am
safe to come back
and holier than thou. A pious person like me can't, you know, entertain this conversation.
Amen.
Glory.
Listen, you haven't lived until you had your cheeks clapped on the bearskin rug by the fireplace, child.
Ooh, come on, fire and desire.
Okay. I want that so bad. Shit, I want my cheeks clapped by the waterfalls too, babe.
Oh, okay. Don't go chasing waterfalls. The rivers and the lakes that you're used to.
Okay.
Please.
Okay.
Let me mute myself.
Oh my God.
It's okay because you know in the midnight hour, that's where your mind goes to. I'm just saying.
Some of us it's the noonday hour and not the midnight hour.
You say what now?
Some of us the noonday hour and not the midnight hour.
It's still an hour. It's some sort of hour. Okay. Let me mute myself. Let me do that.
Okay.
I think you said my thoughts is like all over the place right now. Like I can't even.
Because you just got instantly moist. I saw you over there, Scotty. I saw you.
Like where's tea? What's tea?
Okay, because you
what's tea? Like girl.
You just
child, we need a mop and bucket for
Girl. I ain't mad at it. Go ahead. So
I ain't mad at it either. Hell, shit.
Well then. Well then.
Just thinking about it just sends me to shivers, child.
Oh dear God.
Oh, let me get some drinks, child. Let me get a
I
drink. Move this. Yes, yeah.
No, Brandon, come back. You started this shit. Come back.
Help me, Jesus. Help
I'm with
me.
the shit. Y'all already know I'm with the shit. I ain't got no problems. I ain't got no
I'm
problems.
trying to save you. That's why I'm not saying nothing.
Bubs, he is helping you. You don't want to go down this road with the likes of a me and a Terrace on this screen, because we go light years into the rabbit hole. Okay, we could go all the way down.
I mean, I'm high, so let's do it. That's
It is
that's perfectly fine. Y'all getting a whole educational situation here.
I'm still on camera.
Like,
Let me hear
he
myself.
knows me, so I'm not even gonna act like I'm just a big like Christian over here. He knows I'm not. So
we know you're not Christian.
We already know that,
You
girl.
Kojic.
Like,
You ain't fooling nobody.
I mean, you look.
You Kojic, so you a real freak. You Kojic.
What's wrong with Kojic? What's wrong with Kojic?
So you
The
know
Church of Gays in Crisis?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I know. I low-key, I ain't gonna lie. I do want to hit a nigga from the Kojic church. I really do. Kojic clap on it. Come on. Like,
sure do.
Ooh, you can leave before you get dressed and shit for Sunday. That's kind of fine. I'll come see you singing the choir and shit. That's fine.
Don't do us.
Listen, I'm Baptist. We classy. We ain't got nothing to do with them Kojic folk. Okay,
Until
we
classy. until y'all out upon the forest. We saw The Color Purple. Baptist.
Yes, ma'am. Really be. Yes, we are.
Well, to be honest, I kind of like years ago, 8 years ago, as a matter of fact. I kind of like I had a one night stand with the Kojic before, and oh my God.
You probably had one night stands with a whole lot of Kojic boys, just didn't know they was Kojic.
Right. Because I sure enough had one with the youth pastor of a Kojic, Joe one time. Baby,
it's something about them youth pastors.
That's on my bucket list, though. I really want to get buzzed down by a pastor.
Wait, you get buzzed down on your bucket list?
I got buzzed down by the youth pastor down to the Kojic. I sure did. Yeah.
Did y'all see that video of that one pastor? I mean, going the fuck down, just slobbing and bobbing on that one chick's cat, just on it. Old Theotis looking ass nigga. Y'all didn't
that was nasty, child. That was nasty.
With that dry ass tongue. Yeah, I remember that. What was his name? Pastor Wilson.
But listen, how about the preacher's son was slobbing on some meat?
Not Deacon Thompson over there.
Podium,
Deacon Thompson.
It looked like it would have been good if his tongue wasn't so dry. Like it looked like it really would have been good if his tongue was so dry. I say, listen, if you gonna eat us, you need to
tear it.
Oh,
matter of fact,
Deacon Dickum down alone. Okay, leave Deacon Dickum down alone. Okay.
I mean, I'm just saying, I don't want no nigga going down on me with no dry ass tongue. I mean,
neither. I'll be like, you need to go range your tongue off. Like,
yeah, you need to do something. Like, shit.
So let me ask y'all this. I please excuse me before I say this, and I hope I don't offend anybody, but I take it that y'all are either verse or verse bottoms.
I'm verse, child.
Oh, I'm a bottom.
Leave my 3 inches alone.
I'm a bottom. Teddy is lying. Ask me and Scotty. Teddy is lying. But I'm a bottom.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
I am verse.
I'm gonna be honest, and I know people ain't gonna believe me. Oh, there's no such thing. Trust me, I know the individual who. Never mind. I don't want to be shady. I love ass. I'm a top. That's just me. I love ass. So let me ask you this. So let me ask y'all this. As a bottom or a verse, when you're about to get dick down, is it part of your terms and conditions for a motherfucker to lick it before they stick it?
No. You better believe it.
Always.
You better believe it. If you want me on my knees, slobbing and bobbing, spitting and juking and all of this and guzzling your balls and slurping on it and making snot bubbles with it and I'm gonna need I want the same in return.
The problem is you and not them. If you
like Nicki Minaj said,
the problem is you.
You can't give me like dry like that. You better get that shit wet first.
If you need somebody to get you wet, the problem is you and
But
not.
what about
Oh
the
no,
foreplay
baby.
though?
No,
Like
no, baby. I never
foreplay.
needed a problem. I never whoa.
Hey,
Wait a minute.
I'm not
They
going
say there's
Wait,
never enough
what
lube.
Teddy
and
said? What Teddy
There's
said?
never enough
I ain't
lube.
hearing.
I've never
Say what?
had that problem. I've never had that
First of all, I don't need lube because I get naturally
problem.
wet. That wasn't what I was saying, sir.
Oh, I'm just saying the fact of it can always be more wet. So I agree with you, Terrence, because as an individual, like I
But
really appreciate, like if I'm having sex with a nigga that's a bottom, I'm going to appreciate him. Like first of all, from what I've heard, I don't know the experience, but they'll starve themselves. They'll be eating gummy worms and shit and drinking water, all this shit, and then on top of that, y'all not getting y'all nut.
But for me,
I
and
feel
let
like
me
you a
just be
bottom, you
clear,
get your
and
nut
I'm gonna just
first,
speak for
flat out.
myself on this. Bubs, I'm gonna speak for myself.
Go ahead.
When they go down like that, the top
Mhm.
gets more out of it than I do. Because when somebody eat my ass, it really don't do a lot for me.
I can
So
understand.
I end up letting
Yeah.
them do it because they enjoy it, and I will make sound and fake the funk for them. I will be
Got you.
listen. I will let you go down there and go ahead, and I will fake the funk and act like I'm climbing the wall. And really, in my mind, I'm like, "Can you hurry up and really give me what I need?"
Mhm.
But that's for your enjoyment. I'm gonna let you go in.
I
Because
tried to
it
fake
don't
it
do nothing.
before.
It really doesn't do anything for me.
Terrence said,
I tried to fake it before. I tried. I could only fake it for 5 minutes, and then after that, I was over faking because I.
Listen,
I'm gonna let
good
you go ahead
faker,
and get your
child.
life because you get your life more than I am. I'm just like, yeah, go ahead.
So,
Yeah.
like, do
Especially
y'all
when it's
require?
last minute, D. You better get it while you can. You better fake it till you make
I mean,
it.
Aaron, you already
That's your
told us you
last
need
minute,
somebody to
D.
get you
Please.
wet. We've told you that's a problem.
Yeah, and at that I was.
Oh my Lord, have mercy! No. So let me ask y'all this: like, are y'all individuals where y'all like foreplay, or y'all just want to get straight to it? Like, fuck
Love
it.
it.
We like black porn. We talking for 30 seconds and we getting into it.
So is it strangers or like a buddy? Is it like a buddy, like a friend type of benefit situation?
It don't matter. It
Strangers?
depends on the situation.
Yeah,
Sometimes
it
if
depends
I'm
on the
real drunk,
situation.
sometimes if I'm real drunk, I ain't here for all this foreplay. I'm here for Final
Yeah,
Jeopardy.
me.
Fuck
Right,
Jeopardy, double Jeopardy. Let's get straight
right.
down to Final Jeopardy. I ain't here for all
Absolutely.
He said,
it depends on. It might depend on how much time I have. Because if I
Right.
don't have that much time, and somebody like me, I can go turn on the light switch and the waterfalls come, and we ready.
okay.
And then
Right.
if you like somebody like me, I don't have to get ready. I stay ready. Hashtag stay ready. I use my peer for men. You never have to ask me, am I ready? But some of these girls got to go fleet and do all this other stuff and solve themselves and all that other. I don't have those kind of
It's
issues.
okay.
I don't have those kind of issues over here.
So you're pure, huh? You're pure, very pure.
You have a problem with that?
No,
Lord.
I'm
No.
just asking. I live for that.
Oh, okay.
You know, not many of us can be pure, but I live.
Not many of us can be dry either, but I don't live for that.
Look, get it how you live. If your nigga like it, your nigga like it. That's the only thing that matters.
But let me just tell you, like, it's different for me. Even though beside my relationship, this is like in my whole phase days. I'm speaking on my whole phase. Strangers have like foreplay, but I'm not kissing no stranger. That's all. I'm not kissing no stranger. Get my neck, get these, get my chest. Massage me down. I love a oil body massage, child. I love an oil body massage. That turns me on. Like, you can give me a booty massage, oil me down, and rub my motherfucking back.
When I watch
Get
this
me
replay,
good.
Aaron, when I watch this replay, this is a note to myself. Go back to the 2 hour, 16 minute, and about 55-second mark to look at Scotty's facial expression. Okay, that's just was a note to myself because I was here for it.
Listen. If y'all never done it, listen. I'm turned on if I love all that stuff. That's just me.
I agree.
Give me an oil body massage.
I agree.
I love that.
I agree.
love
that ain't for everybody. Everybody ain't
and
getting all
love
that.
it too.
Everybody ain't getting all that. I'm sorry.
So
That takes a lot of work and a lot of
trust me,
everybody ain't
I'm a
getting all
big.
that.
Listen, I'm a big girl, so I have a lot of meat on me. So a motherfucker will get off. I'm just rubbing all of this meat, child. Live for it. So
okay, let me say this.
If it's a stranger,
you go on a long time, Aaron.
If it's a stranger, I'm not giving no kiss to no stranger. That's just me, child.
Go ahead, Aaron. Let off.
I'm just
Go ahead.
saying it's not giving that. But if you want to do my neck and rub this body and lick all over this body and suck all over this body,
That's a lot of rubbing.
you can do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Shut up, Teddy.
Now,
No, that's good because
child,
that's all right.
like you gonna give me what you listen. Give me what you've been waiting for, baby.
Okay, can I ask a question? And this is for you, Terrence, and maybe you, Scotty, and maybe you, Aaron, and maybe even you, Bubs. So I'm sorry, I think I froze. So my question is this. I sometimes, if it's somebody who I know I'm only going to do one time, I will give them the grade A treatment and lay it down.
Yes.
Because I know.
But it got to be a motherfucker that I won't. Like,
right.
Exactly.
Because you know they're going to go tell the story. They're going to go tell the story. Baby, when I tell you, that is when, if I'm topping, I'm going to hit the back of your throat from the back. If I'm bottoming.
Oh, that's scary. Don't you know the area between your balls and shit? It hurts right now when you just said that. I just got to.
If I'm bottoming, we're hitting every position known to man. We're going to hit that position. You know that position that you do when it look like the bottom is fucking the top? We're going to do that one and all. We're going to do it all.
I ain't that flexible, child. Hell no.
When there's somebody that I know is only going to be one time for certain reasons.
To tell the story.
Yeah.
Girl, I ain't that flexible, child. Y'all can have that.
Yeah.
I want to say something, but I don't want to come off as thirsty. I don't.
Oh, dear God.
Who it's about?
I don't want to bring the show up again because we already talked about that and we already know.
We already up now.
I'm sorry. It's a few motherfuckers on the come up that can get.
Which one?
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Please don't do me. I do not sound like Trey Songz singing. I was giving very much vocals, very much.
Wait, how did we get here? Monica. Wait, Aaron. How did we get here? What are we talking about?
How did we get here? He talk about Belize. Belize in the comments. Belize, leave that boy alone.
Belize,
how did we get here?
Let me mute myself.
Shut up, man.
Now, as much as I don't see it for Jamarcus can get it every day of the week, twice.
Yeah, Jamarcus.
Every day of the week.
Well, I guess you're gonna be the top because that's a whole power bottom, honey.
That's
so. He's not confident in himself.
But you know what?
If you're willing to bust him down, go ahead and take it.
I think in my younger days, when I was real young, quick story about LK27. When I was real young in my frolicking days, I was a complete bottom. And what would end up happening is you go get ready to get bust down, get naked. They see you naked and they be like, oh, well, why don't you put that over here? And I just got so tired of that happening and so frustrated that I said, well, okay, well,
never.
Let's just go and just do what we
Teddy,
do.
what you working with, child?
Okay, well, listen, if you talk about Jamarcus, I'm letting you know right now, that's a whole female, honey.
Oh, Jamarcus.
He will his Badussi played in and every which way known possible.
Eddie, hey Teddy, how you doing, baby? How much you?
That's why I love my tops who always say to me, I love me a big dick bottom. And I'll be like, yes, we're here for this.
I would be scared. Oh, I'd be scared a little bit.
The ass hit different when the dick is big.
First of all, I don't even like big dicks.
Yes,
I've had those experiences.
I love my insides. Oh no. So.
You're a whole big girl. The big girl is supposed to be taking it. Shut up, L Teddy. Mute myself. I'm muted. I'm sorry.
Ooh, because I'm a size queen, so I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm a size queen, so that ain't me.
I don't do that. I don't like big dicks. I think
I'm a size queen, so I can't. Nah, I don't get no feeling out of skinny minis.
So let me be clear about this, Aaron. You've told us that
I can't
get wet. 1, 2. Now you're telling us that you're into the small penises.
No, I love average Joes. I love 8, 9. I love like an 8, 9, 7 type thing.
Wait, 8, 9, 7. Wait, that doesn't go in order.
Oh, sorry. I'm all out of order, child. 7, 8, 9,
Apparently.
like all that. 7, 8, 9, cool. I don't do I had my first 10-inch. That was a trip. Bust my whole cherry open, child. But we're gonna get off of that. But 11, 12, 13, and 4.
How do you bust a cherry?
No,
that's already
ma'am.
bust?
No, ma'am. Huh?
You might as well
Yo,
take
Teddy,
this.
I heard what you said, and I ain't fucking with you.
No, I heard him too, but I just want to say it again.
How do you bust your cherry and you already been bust?
Wait,
I
say
ain't
it
fucking
again.
with you, child.
Wait, say it again. I ain't hear him. Really?
He said
It's not
something
to
about
you,
the
Aaron.
cherry
It's not
that's
to
never
you. I'm
been
just.
bust.
It's nothing towards you, Aaron, and what you're saying. Please don't think that. I'm just.
No,
I'm
I just wanted to
pausing
hear
because
him
it's
say
like
it
that's
again.
ridiculous. I mean, I understand if you want to take horse dicks, go ahead and take horse dicks. It's your life.
Hey!
It's just.
Nobody's taking horse dicks.
I'm not. Guys, y'all got it all wrong. I'm not offended. I wouldn't, because I didn't hear what he said. I really didn't.
No,
Hold your
I'm
line.
offended about
It
the
was
horse
about-
dicks. That's what's scaring me.
It's about the cherry pop thing.
Yeah. Now listen.
I said, how do you pop the cherry that's already been popped?
I said I'm
No,
not fucking
okay,
with you.
this is okay. Honestly, guys, and I'm gonna say this is a story. No, the reason why I said pop the cherry, because I really don't like. I always wanted to know what that was, but the person told me that's what it was. Because after he came,
Why? Because you
after
were
he,
bleeding?
like he stuffed me, and he came out, I was bleeding. Like,
That's
I had
called
blood
hemorrhoids or
sheets.
tearing. You need to go to the doctor.
No, but he said he popped my shit, so that's what it
You
was.
know
So
what?
I didn't know.
I can't.
I didn't know.
I can't.
I swear to
I
God.
No, that
can't.
means
I'm not. I won't.
That
I
means
refuse.
tearing you open. You either need to go to the doctor or it's
Because I
That was
am
so.
not
That was so
dealing
many. That was like 2 years ago.
with
That
Teddy.
was 2 years ago. Don't worry about it.
but
I'm
no.
just not. I'm not dealing with Teddy. I'm not. I won't. I'm just not.
It's okay. It's okay.
Period.
No, I'm not.
Don't worry about it.
No, I'm not trying to read you because what I'm saying is
No, it's okay, Terry.
you
You
should
know, I
not
don't
be
feel
bleeding
bad.
down there because that means that they ain't care about you. That means that they were just going there full throttle and said, fuck how you feel and fuck your feelings.
No, but here's the thing. That's what was put on the table.
Oh, they wanted to make you bleed?
It was.
Oh, you should have ran
This-
for the pills.
This.
That's the
Oh,
wrong
I'm
answer.
telling my business. I'm telling my business.
Too
But
late
it
for
was
that.
actually like a aggressive type of non-stop situation, like a gag moment. Like, I'm
Oh, you
getting
still have a gag
graphic.
reflex? Oh,
It was no, it was like very intense session.
Apparently.
If
Apparently.
because I don't want to say this word because it's like people gonna be like, "Oh, are you okay?" It's like, nah, but it's like really.
I'm
It was
asking, are you
really
okay?
tea at the end. It was really good at the end because I was out of breath, and I stayed on that bed until like
Bubs. Wait, I really need Bubs to speak his truth right now and
My whole
speak
body hurt.
to-
My toenails and eyebrows is burning hearing this shit.
But that's what it was. I'm seriously like.
I mean, I'm not judging. I'm not judging because I know that there's individuals who have that experience, and you know, and there are some who do like it. But I'm just saying, for me, being a top, because I'm not gonna lie, in order for me to say that I'm truly a top, I've bottomed before in my first relationship more than I really wished to, and it was a nigga who was packing as well. So after a while, I was like, no, I know what I like. I've done that already. I've had my experience.
Let's back that up, Bubs.
Wait a minute, Scotty. Scotty, what's tea? Because Scotty, you giving us a whole lot over there. What's going on?
I'm with Scotty because I want to hear these
Yeah,
stories.
I'm with Scotty too because you got a whole lot going on over there, Scotty. What's tea?
Okay, so let me mute myself.
What?
We trying to hear what Bubs got to say about this whole bottoming thing.
Well, I already know about that because he told me about that already, so y'all can hear it.
How much can you take, Bubs? That's a good question.
The Lord said He will never put more on you than you can bear, but that shit
you handle
too much
three?
you can bear.
Three? Can you handle my
To be
three?
honest, I'm with Aaron. If if it was a gun to my head and it was like, oh, you got a bottom or your family gets murdered, I would prefer it be a nigga that's small. I would fake it.
I'm small. Bugs.
I know
I
what I
am small.
like. I just like.
Liar.
When you a bottom, you have to like that.
Teddy, you's a liar. Stop it.
A good 3 inches over here.
He's a liar.
A big liar.
He's a liar.
Who's a liar?
A liar.
Teddy. A
Teddy.
huge liar.
Wait, for people in the chat, that's saying was it consensual? Yes, it was. I did consent to it. I had fun by the end
It
of
sounds like
You
it's
know,
right.
people are into the whole BDSM thing. We're not gonna judge you for being into the whole BDSM.
Yeah, not at all.
thing.
But I agree with Bugs. Like, I tried to take the 13-inch one time, and that shit did make my eyebrows burn, and you know my cuticles and my fingers and all that. And I said, bitch, I knew you fucking lying to me. This ain't my ministry. This ain't my judge. It's no shade. I mean, he got mad, cussed me out, left. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. You're not about to fuck up my goddamn insides.
My insides are supposed to stay
We not about to do that.
Okay.
I am the resident size queen.
It was my first time having that experience. It was my first time. It was a great time. Will I do it again? I did tell the homeboy at that time, you're only good for like twice in a month or something. Twice.
The fact that you were able you wanted to go back tells us that you're into that type of stuff.
Every like 3-4 months, because my back.
No, how you go from twice a month to once every 3 or 4 months? Yo, come on, tell the truth to share it.
Listen, chat. Listen.
Come on out. Come on.
Right
Speak your truth, Aaron. Speak your truth, girl.
It was actually like I need time to recoup. You know, I need time.
I know you do.
Aaron, you into the whole blood sport situation. That's okay.
Oh, I want to take this do-rag off. My hair fucked up.
It wasn't blood sport. I promise you, it wasn't blood sport. It has nothing to do with that. Trust me, it had nothing to do with
They call you Little Red Riding Hood, honey.
Okay.
Hey now.
Baby.
Hey now.
Okay.
Baby, that is Little Red.
But I'm going to tell you this. One thing that I have never done as a bottom was paint the kids.
There's 2 colors you don't want to see. You don't want to see brown. You do not want to see red. Neither one of those 2.
Ever.
Girl.
Period. And it ain't too many of us that can say that.
That's not my.
But I'm one of them, bitch.
That's not my area.
Ain't mine either. Point blank. Mm-hmm.
And I'm a whole Kappa. I'm a whole dark skin Kappa. So my whole life is brown and red, but we'll never have that during sex.
Okay, that's what matters. Period.
It was. He was.
Let me drink my drink. I'm muting. I'm muting myself and drinking my drink.
He was fun, child. He was fun. He was fun.
I'm glad you had fun. Praise God.
A little too much fun.
Yeah, just a smidgen. Child.
You know what? At that age, you have to experience everything in life one time or two, and I experienced it, and it wasn't so bad. So
And I'm glad for you, because I mean, there's people out there who do like those experiences. That's kind of a little bit more.
Well, you know,
hardcore,
let me be
but
clear.
Just a little bit more into that.
Let me say this. Terrence, you gonna get mad. Go ahead and get mad now, Terrence. Go ahead and get mad now, Aaron. But the thing about it is, let's be clear. It's us slim girls that can really take it. The big girls, they cushion.
Oh, girl, please.
Because we got all that cushion that take off a couple inches. They take off a couple inches with all of that cushion. But us slim girls, we take it all. We take it all to the pelvic wall. Okay, we take it all. We end up getting it. We are deep. And we take it all. You big girls, they said the big girls can't take that. They said you big girls can't take
but hold on, but this is me playing the devil's advocate, and I'm sorry, I'm devil's advocate, no shade, but ain't Aaron the one that got a man?
Ooh.
Yes, I do have a man.
I don't have one.
What you trying to say?
Every bottle has the top.
No, I'm just saying.
Every bottle has the top. You trying to wait a minute. Bubs, are you reading?
No,
Listen. Because when I said that, I said it about myself because I don't have nobody either. The only person that factually has somebody on this thing is Aaron. So guess what? He talking about them booty rubs, and he was all in it.
You ain't asked us what we
getting
got. You just making assumptions. You ain't asked me what I got. You making assumptions.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What you got, Teddy?
Okay, I'm sorry. If you do have one, then I apologize.
No, you don't have to apologize to him. What you got, Teddy?
I mean, I'm sick.
You what?
Oh, she done froze, honey.
See how God works?
You see how God works in serious ways? Big girls. Don't try the big girls.
God must have known that y'all ain't need to hear that. Just like God must have known you needed to bleed, Aaron. Don't do me, honey, because I'll do you harder like that. You got the wrong one, honey. Don't play Robin. Don't play games over here, honey. You gotta find you somebody to play with.
I love it.
We don't play these games over here, honey. Girl. I'm old school, honey. We reach down. I'm old school, honey. I took speed reading courses. See, they don't teach that nowadays. They don't teach speed reading.
Oh, yeah. But I tell you something, this motherfucking weed does magic. Ooh, it does magic. Cause baby, I ain't gonna lie, Bam Bam ass has a mouth on him, but baby, it's nothing in comparison to what the fuck I can say. Cause I can say some shit that'll hit in the spirit.
I don't even see how they be letting Bam Bam read them down. Cause baby, the way I would eviscerate him,
I think it was because he said.
But here's the thing, and it's like he says, you know, and I love Bam Bam down, but his reads is not like legendary to me. Like, baby. Okay, you played on the gums. You played on the sweaty.
The first time he did, but when he kept bringing it back, it was like, okay, you killed it.
But that's the thing. Is like, I need you to get new reads because
that's
coming
right now. He gonna have to.
I would snatch his soul. He's one that I would have to snatch his soul. You know, and Scotty is legendary. Scotty and Terrence is legendary for soul snatching because y'all's read down. Okay, y'all's are legendary for soul snatching. I would have to channel my inner Scotty and my inner Terrence and snatch a soul.
Back in the day, when Scotty was doing his shit in YouTube, oh, he was definitely going at it. Like you smile a lot more. I appreciate it. But back then, when your ass was mean mugging, you was going the fuck in.
Scotty,
especially you was talking about Kelly Price.
Listen, I don't eviscerate nobody. All I do is say how I feel. That's all I do. But I don't eviscerate nobody.
I think Teddy will say some shit. What have you be like? Did this motherfucker just read me?
Bubs, have you seen my reviews? Because I'm very nice to everybody in my reviews. But Terrence and Scotty,
they read. Has not seen your reviews, and if he see them, he gonna know that you lying your ass off up here.
I don't lie. I don't lie.
But to be lying now. I like that because that just shows how fast your mind can work. When you can sit here and just take something and just go with it and make it run like it's a shit and it actually work. That's some creative shit. And I admire people that can think off the whim like that. Like.
Okay, Brandon. So, okay, am I like that off camera though?
If you're not mad,
do tell about these sexual escapades that y'all have had off camera. Let's talk about these sexual escapades. Can I get
no? Anyway, am I like that off camera?
Oh, now you don't want to talk about it. Now you want to be quiet.
No, you're chill off camera.
I'm going to interpret this for y'all. Him being chill means he's quiet during sex. He's one of those that you can beat it down and he's still quiet. Okay.
I haven't. Listen. I've known Scotty for like close to 10 years. Now Scotty, a little over 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
I know that long. We have never met in person. So, but if
Jason Cole, what do you mean real tea style? I tell the truth.
Shawana, what are you talking about? Google.
What are you talking about, Shawana?
Like, wait a minute, because wait a minute, Scotty. Jason and Shawana is coming for me and LT. Listen, like I said, I don't go off and go in and have them nobody. I just say how I feel. That's it.
Listen, I just make
I give my opinion of a person. That's what I do.
I just make observations.
I mean, that's the truth. You are giving your opinion. It may not be a popular opinion, or you know what I'm saying,
I don't
but
make-
it is your opinion.
I don't give
Now, how
opinions.
it's
I make
interpreted is up to the person
observations.
receiving it.
I just make observations.
Believe I am not shady.
I said it in my video for the review of this 4th episode. I feel like all
Listen,
gay men
I
are
know I
innately
could be
shady.
child.
We all shady.
I step into
to certain
it,
levels and degrees. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm not shady. I refuse to
Quit
wear that.
lying.
I refuse to wear that.
Listen. One thing about me, child, I would never like.
You believe?
No, I'm not shady.
Oh,
I'll do that little cute shit here and now and again, but I'm like, listen, I step into it. I can be shady sometimes. And what about it? Let me mute myself.
don't be asking me. Asking bandages.
I'm weak.
I'm screaming.
I'm so weak.
This
But
Jack
yeah.
has me fucked up already.
Yeah, but
Oh, we love you, Aaron. We love you. We love you, Aaron, and so does the Bandage Company.
Oh my Lord.
Oh my God.
You
Y'all
tried
know
it.
So you just gonna keep picking on him?
nigga, you say you'll run down with your car. I mean,
You say you will run people down with your car.
Yeah, because I don't fight no more. I'm 32 years old. I ain't got time to be fighting when I got car keys. I'm going to run your fuck ass over. And they're going to be scraping you from underneath my goddamn car. Like you was an elk that ran in the middle of the street. But that's your fault.
You see this
I'm not even gonna hit fuck up my
Brandon.
I'm just going bow, and that's it.
I
Check
thank you,
sodas and fried
Brandon,
chicken at the free pass.
Brandon, I thank you for co-signing exactly what I said. It's those two. I don't read no one. I don't read nobody. It's Scotty and Terry. You're right.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
You can't name one person who I've ever read. Thank you.
Akbar V, Monique.
Nope. I don't. Nope. Don't know what you're talking
about.
First of all, you just read Trey Songz.
Simply Trey. Who else? Go to Simply Trey was legendary. That's the one y'all need to watch. The response to Simply Trey. That's the one y'all need to watch.
Send me that video. I want to see it.
Who's Simply Trey?
Somebody who works at SeaWorld.
You fucking with Shamu's trainers now?
See, the thing is, I don't
They're
know
not Shamu's trainers. Shamu's babies.
All you gotta do is go on YouTube and type in a heartfelt response to Simply Trey. I promise you.
I'm gonna have to watch that after this.
Oh my God!
I mean, one might say there is a whole playlist on my channel that says The Mess in the Book of Darkness.
Yeah, go on that. Go on his channel. Go on the playlist called The Book of Darkness.
I'm gonna get high as fuck and watch that tonight and laugh my ass off.
You're gonna laugh your ass off. Especially when you get
Don't bring up Lady P. Lady P was my first read.
When he get to the one with Wiley and the dry erase boards, oh my God.
Oh, I
forgot
about
Wiley. You talking about Wiley?
I forgot about the dry erase boards with Wiley.
You read Wiley?
Let's see, this is a conversation I'm saying out of.
Because the B sector, they be on some bullshit. Hold on.
I got Wiley, child. Oh God. Now I gotta watch this.
I forgot about the Wiley read.
Baby, that Wiley read was legendary. That one was legendary.
I forgot about
the Wiley. What is you doing with the dry erase boards? I holler. Period. I holler.
That was the one where I told Wiley that his mama farted him out on the foyer of the emergency room, and the doctor told him that it was told her she was a mess, but it was a little more eloquent than that. The doctor said, "Somebody clean up this mess." Something like that. I remember saying after she farted him out on the emergency room floor because she couldn't afford health insurance.
Yo, Teddy, I swear to God, if I was Wally, I would find the nearest phone book to see where you live and come do a knock knock.
Wally don't be
Teddy,
caring.
come
Wally
out,
is
child.
a whole character into himself. But Wally came on my channel and tried to come forward and tried to do it, and then tried to go on his channel and read me. Girl, after I drug Wally, you better find you somebody to play with. That's why we had to spell fleet, but I had to put the two whiteboards separated because one eye go that way and one eye go that way, and we had to
Oh
make
my
sure
God.
that he could
I
read
gotta
it.
stop. Mute me.
Because the
My
way he
boy.
paints on dicks, like he painted on Rico dick. Remember
Oh,
he painted
can we
on
move
Rico dick
on, please? Can we move on? I'm about to
in
mute your
Washington,
ass. Can we
D.C.
move on? Can we move on? Can we move on?
Wait,
'Cause I don't.
before we move on, a little tab in. They're trying to get Wally to do the reunion for G status.
Excuse me.
Yes, they
I
are
don't watch
petitioning
that
to
show. I
have
don't watch that
Wally
show, so I don't know.
host the reunion
Excuse
for G
me.
I don't
status,
watch that show, so I
child.
don't know.
After
Y'all
me
ain't
and
here for
Scotty
me,
been
child.
suffering to watch this bullshit, and
I
they
don't
gonna
watch
give
that
it
though.
to Wild Eye Wiley,
Nope.
girl. You
Not
know what? I'm gonna watch it because I ain't gonna do nothing but just read Wiley the whole time. I'll watch it.
I don't watch that show, so I don't know.
Why y'all don't
Can
like
we
Wally?
just say that I have nothing to do with this? Can we just say that I
I'm
have
just here
nothing to
too.
do with
I'm
this?
familiar of Wiley, but I don't know this nigga at all.
I
I'm not
have nothing
associated
to
with
do with
him.
this.
I have never
Warrior,
watched an
no.
entire episode of him.
But I
I
am gonna
can't
watch that
recall.
playlist though. Oh yeah, the Book of Darkness. I'm
Don't
gonna
do
have to
that,
go.
Brandon. Don't do that.
No, I'm not definitely. I am. I'm gonna get high as fuck. Give me some. I already got some snacks upstairs.
The
Hell
only
yeah, I'm gonna
person
get on
who I
that.
will admit to dragging is Kane bitch ass. Because his bitch ass
I
deserved
don't
it.
know who that is.
Oh Lord, let me
King
Oh
get
Kane,
out.
that's
God.
my baby. I love
You know
Kane.
who I want you to read? I think it'll be a very good read. It'll be very easy but very funny, even though he's been read multiple times, like millions of times. Andrew Caldwell.
No, I can't do that.
He's self-reading himself, child. We
Yeah.
don't need to read him.
I
He's a
call his name and
self-reader.
that's what read. Coming from
He's a
Kojic,
self-reading
I
himself.
call his name.
What about William McCrae?
Who?
Mother William McCrae. She's a reader unto herself. Just saying that name is a read. Mother, that's Mother. Mother William
Let me
McCrae.
mute my.
Mother McCrae been around these parts for 45 years. Okay, Mother McCrae been around since 1975.
Yeah.
Please understand.
And I heard that pussy is bad as the road back in 1975 too.
Mhm.
Really?
Listen.
Mother McCrae.
I know a lot about the whole thing. I was connected to an individual by the name of Conscious TV. Y'all ever heard of him before?
Yeah, we know Conscious TV
Yeah.
with
That used to be my spiritual teacher.
nose ring and the hair.
I love him. Like, even though we're not communicating right now, I still love him. And there was a point in time where
He's on the gentleman's panel now.
yeah, William McCrae, he tried to extort
my
masters
old
and
days.
shit.
I
And he
used
was
to be
a-
on the gentleman's panel back in the day, but she was one of our replacements after we left. Anyway, now that they aren't getting interviews, because girl, they get like 100 people in their chat. But okay, I'm sorry.
But no, he helped expose William McCrae. Was able to help get that nigga served because he was out here being scantless and extorting pastors and all this stuff.
Well,
Making
William
all these
McCrae been
lies
doing
on
that. I think King Jives did more to William McCrae than Conscious TV did to William McCrae.
Oh no!
And
I was
Larry
part of the
Reed.
facts. I was part of the facts. I was
Because
behind the scenes with them. I know what was
what
going
I'm saying
on.
is
King
coming from
Giles wasn't really doing much when it came to that. They were just arguing back and forth with each other.
coming from
When it came
Kojic,
down to getting him together, it was really Conscious TV who did that.
William McCrae done been gotten together year after year after year, and he's still here.
Not like that because I haven't heard of him recently.
Hair.
Well,
William McCrae come with a good perm. She come with a good perm and messed up skin.
That's not a perm. That's a dead animal on top of that head. That's not even a human being. That's an extraterrestrial. Okay, that is something that is not of this world. The face is trying to escape its body. Okay, the whole face is trying to get away from the bullshit, all that stuff. But
Mother McCrae.
Child, let me do a Google because I don't know who these people are.
Listen, if you don't Google William McCrae, turn on all your lights. Turn on and grab your Bible because when the first
Mother McCrae is scary. Mother McCrae is scary.
Demonic. Okay.
One of my subscribers, who's been with me since I had 5 in the chat, is named Mariah Whitney Janet Madonna. That's his name. Anyway, he's a huge fan of William McCray. Every time he comes in, he always references William McCray. I said, going on with Mother McCray. Mother McCray be over there. She is a dermatologist, wet dream over there. Okay, Mother McCray.
And then he be dragging all them words all like
Okay.
that.
She be in her car. Wait, no, you see the one she be in her car, calling herself reading people in her car. I'd be like,
no,
Mother
the
McCray.
feud between her and Andrew
How
Caldwell.
you spell McCray?
That shit was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was hilarious.
William McCray. You can't spell McCray. What school you went to in New York, Aaron? You can't spell McCray.
Child, I've been drinking. Give me a little help, child. Give me a little help.
Girl, he went to PS 118. Well, Arnold and Gerald and Helga and all that.
Child, all y'all need to know, I graduated, child.
It's okay, Aaron.
Barely.
Sometimes spell check is your best friend. That's even with me.
I'm on my laptop.
You said your laptop? Wait, what?
Mocha Berry, I'm not reading New Birth Church again. I ain't no need to.
I mean, y'all
Ain't
went
no
from
need to
Eddie
let
Long, Eddie Long is my frat brother, to Jamal Bryant. Y'all just got a history of fuckery and fucktitude over there at New Birth. Just a whole history of fuckery and fucktitude.
New Birth sits under one big shade tree, so ain't no need for you to shade them and do what already be.
Baby,
Okay?
if you ain't got issues on your resume, don't even volunteer to apply, okay? They got a whole baggage claim on the side of their church for their pastors. A whole baggage claim.
Shut up.
Thank you, Belize.
A mess.
I cannot right now.
What we do?
The most.
Got him.
The most.
Well,
the most. That's all I can say. That's all I can say.
Oh, he's ugly as hell.
I mean,
you just not realizing that?
We got a whole thing about that. Are you listening, Aaron? Are you listening?
He's in a picture with Jamal, girl.
Aaron.
He's in a picture with Jamal.
Aaron.
Wait. What?
No. Did we not just go through all of this, Aaron? You thought we were lying?
I didn't know who he was. I've been drinking, child. I've been drinking.
Him and Jeepers Creepers are related, okay? All
Maybe
about
the first pick that popped up was
Somebody go
Jamal,
ask me what I'm
Gizelle's
eating.
husband.
Just so you know.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask.
This should be good as fuck. The lime and jalapeno. This shit is good as fuck.
That do sound good though. The combination.
It's so good. Go buy it.
Because you always be coming through with the damn snacks.
You know me. A snack and a drink.
Brandon,
Girl, he had his legs crossed in one picture. I was like, okay.
Because I ain't got to worry about bleeding or shitting, so I can have
Okay. Period.
You just gonna keep coming at Aaron tonight. You just gonna keep on picking on him.
I ain't calling nobody out. I'm just I'm calling myself out.
Listen, I peeped the shade.
I'm definitely gonna watch that playlist now.
I'm big enough to get
it. Exactly.
I'm big enough to take it.
You say you big enough, not smart enough, but big enough. Okay.
Teddy.
Oh gosh.
I'm just repeating what it
again,
said.
Aaron. You getting your big body rubbed down?
Ooh, not big body.
It's still getting rubbed
every time.
It's still getting rubbed though.
That is. You're right. And that's a lot of lotion.
Somebody rubbing it.
Aaron, have your boyfriend put your footprints on the ceilings tonight for all of us, okay? Meanwhile, let me make a call.
My baby is not here. My baby's at his house.
I know that's right. My baby is not here.
Come on, baby.
He's not here right now.
Come through.
Okay, so call your neighbor husband over like I do.
Okay.
You are such a whore.
Woman to
What's wrong with being a whore?
See, here's the thing: is I'm very faithful. I'm very faithful. That's my
Me
baby. I
too.
love my baby.
Me
My
too. What
choice.
they don't know won't hurt them. It's only cheating if you get caught. That's what my uncle used to tell me.
I understand all that, but it's okay.
Not trying to convince you in anything. I'm just saying.
It's okay. It's okay. I understand.
I'm not gonna convince you. Shut up, Tim. So irritating.
Oh my
You
god!
all knew.
I love it. I love it.
Yes. But I'm glad that we're able to have these type of conversations because this is what's needed. You know what I'm saying? Like this helps break the monotony of so much shit and shows that this is what real life Black gay men look like and what we talk about and all that stuff. So I'm appreciative of that. So,
Mm-hmm. I love it too.
Maybe
I
I
love
should
it.
do
I
this
love
more
being on this
often.
panel, even though I'm a little bit tipsy right now and I need to mute myself because
Oh.
if I say anything else, I'm gonna say some shit out my mouth that I probably might regret.
Because remember, you faithful.
Maybe I need to do this more often though, because this was at random.
We did cover a lot of topics today. I mean, we went through a whole cavalry of topics that went from good to shady to debaucherous to advice.
Downright bloody, child.
Oh, girl, you out.
Listen, I throw shade my own damn self.
Amen.
Yes, but
I don't throw shade. Don't look at me. I don't throw shade. I send darkness because you can get from under shade, but not from out of darkness.
I like that.
And this is why I'm gonna watch her playlist when he gets off.
Scotty, send it to me. Send it to me.
But before, listen, guys, listen.
Don't worry, I'm looking for it right now.
About
if you want me to, Bubs, I can send you some other stuff too. If you just need stuff sent to you, you can have all kinds.
No, you don't need to send him. You don't need to send him nothing.
I ain't gonna get on your man.
Me too, Scotty.
Don't be mad.
I'm gonna be going to sleep.
Right. We can't talk to him. We can't send him nothing. We can't reference him. Like, damn.
Next to him. Is that okay?
Girl, that's Bibbs. We see that.
Yeah.
That's you in the corner. That's you in the spotlight. We get it.
She's like,
shut up.
But I wanted to like ask y'all how y'all feel about a Black woman on New York. They just announced that
I mean, we really don't care. Nobody watches that.
Williams.
Nobody watches that mess. We really don't care. Nobody watches that mess. It's too many white people.
Yeah, I don't either. I tried to get into it, and I didn't know what those fucking white heifers was talking about. I'm like, girl, get this off my TV.
I don't do people descended from the Caucasus Mountains.
Oh, you don't watch it?
Woo.
You don't watch any other housewife shows outside of Atlanta and Potomac?
I love Potomac.
I've watched Dallas before. I have watched Dallas.
I never watched Dallas before.
But some of
I'm a little bit interested in seeing Salt Lake City.
Now that's what I'm interested in seeing. I
am a little bit interested in seeing Salt Lake City.
Has it already started, or are they about to start?
No, it starts in November.
Yeah.
It starts in November?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm here for the polygamy. I'm here for the polygamy of the Mormons. Okay, I might watch it because I'm here for the polygamy and all of that.
Wait, they fucking cousins, they fucking sisters, and fucking daughters and shit?
I said polygamy, not incest.
Oh, like, shit. I know that the black lady,
I was in the attic.
I know the black lady Mary. She married her grandmother's second husband for the inheritance.
Wait, her grandmother's second husband.
Her grandmother's second husband. Married him for the
inheritance, honey.
For the inheritance.
How old is he?
Them no good white women do.
How old is he?
I don't know how old he was, but
I would have done it too, child, just to get some inheritance.
Oh, we know.
How much is the man worth? Did they ever say that?
They didn't say that. I'm hoping we find out when the show comes on because that's really the main reason why I want to see it. To be
Yeah,
honest.
me too.
Well, my
Because
subscribers have
depending on how much
actually,
it's worth, I might understand it.
my subscribers have actually reviewed other housewives. So I don't know why, because I think my reviews of Potomac are horrible. But they be like,
I
they
mean, listen.
reviewed the other housewives. So I might do Salt Lake City now that you tell me.
Yeah, I've been going back and forth about doing Salt Lake City because anytime I do any housewife show that's outside of the black ones, they don't look at it. But I think I
Right.
might just review it this time.
I might do it just to get another audience.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I know in the past I've tried to review like New Jersey and New York and it just didn't work.
Mm-mm.
I like
But
Yeah,
it.
I'm interested
Have
in
y'all
seeing
ever
it.
reviewed Beverly Hills? Because I started but fell off.
Mm-mm.
I need to get back into it.
See, I gotta be very much so invested in it for me to want to review it. Because I wasn't invested in Teresa and Raul like that. Like I really could care less about them enough to do it.
Like I'm here for the whole marry your grandmother's second and third husband or whatever.
Yeah, me too.
You know,
Because if the man worth billions,
you know what,
I
Mocha,
understand.
like
I mean,
Mocha,
I'm gonna tell y'all what show I was gonna do. I was gonna do Racing Wives.
Who?
The only thing I
Racing
know about
Wives.
racing is Lewis Hamilton and the fact that I want Lewis Hamilton up in me every day of the week, twice on Sundays, because he's
Well, listen,
fine.
What is Racing Wives? Where is that on?
We talking about race car drivers?
yeah, well, they were NASCAR driver wives. They had a reality show called Racing
I'm
Wives.
here for all parts of Lewis Hamilton. Yes.
Yeah, I think it came on CMT, the country music.
I might even
station.
give Bubba Wallace a romp in the hay. I might even give Bubba Wallace a romp in the hay, but Lewis Hamilton can get it.
Did you get my text, Brandon? I sent you the playlist.
Oh, you did. Thank you.
Yes, I sent it
Wait,
to you.
why are you sending him playlist for my channel, sir?
I'm rolling up right
Can
now.
you please send it to me, please,
to prepare
Scotty?
myself.
Roll it up, my homeboy. Roll it up.
Hey, come
I'm
on.
gonna DM it to you.
That's old school.
Thank you.
So y'all can see El Teddy in his live because he act like he don't read no damn word.
I don't be reading.
Oh, wait a minute, El Teddy. Everybody here for Lewis Hamilton, honey. Everybody is here for Lewis.
Lewis Hamilton
Lewis
is
Hamilton.
fine.
Let me do my Google, child.
And it's Lewis. It's the last name Lewis Hamilton. When you look up Lewis Hamilton, it's not Louis, it's Lewis.
Lew. All right.
I said it like 3 times, sir. Bubs, what is your issue?
I'm nothing. I'm just listening.
You over there grinding away, just grinding away. I see you over there. I see you. I ain't mad at you.
Oh yes, ma'am.
No. Ain't no the ma'am for you, sir. You're already taking I was here for Lewis Hamilton. You didn't even know who he was till I mentioned him. Okay, you didn't even know he existed. Get your life in order.
Oh, okay.
Get your life in order.
Okay. He looks like he smells good.
Get your life in order, sir. You got a man. Get your life in order.
Listen. Somebody gotta take one for the team.
Obviously.
So I guess all that faithful talk is out the window now, huh?
Shut up.
Listen, I can crush.
That is true. You can crush.
Oh, he is fun.
Get
His
on
beard don't
crush.
look sprayed
No,
on
it's a question.
too. Ooh, he is fun. What if he gets you in a missionary position and he just stares at you while he just thrusts?
People do missionary still. If you're not my boyfriend, like if you ain't my boyfriend, you ain't getting missionary. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's how I
that's
feel
a very
too. I can't
intimate
do that.
ass position.
Yeah.
That's some,
Yeah, if you do a missionary, bitch, we better be dating because you're not getting missionary unless we in this to win it. Missionary, girl. That means, bitch, we can kiss. Bitch, you could give me COVID. Okay. Girl.
Screaming.
Oh, he's fine.
You got one more time to say he's fine. You better be glad this ain't my channel. Because if it was my channel, you would already get that. Okay. Girl.
And he gives me like
Wait a minute, he nothing.
after sex.
Listen,
He'll cook you
he
up
gives me the
breakfast
like
after
that don't
sex.
like dry cooch. Okay, that's what he gives me. He gives me the kind that don't like dry cooch. How about that?
I'll tell
What you
you.
say?
What?
He looks like he could cook a
He
good
looks like he like
breakfast.
cooch that's not dry.
I'm excited for this playlist now. Shit.
Just shut up, Teddy. Good God.
Does he got a dick pic out? Let me see.
Oh,
Let me
oh.
Girl,
see
you're
some
real
dick
thirsty
pic.
right now and dry too.
I cannot.
Pics. Dick
I'm about to
pics.
mute you, Teddy.
Oh, he does.
He
That's
do.
not real. That's not real.
It's
That was
not.
already no, that was already proved to be fake. Please do your homework, honey.
Oh,
Do better.
goddamn.
Do better.
Do Jesus and do him well.
Oh, yeah, because I see his tattoos.
Do Jesus
okay,
and do him well.
I saw his tattoos. Okay.
Girl,
guys.
did she get all giddy when she saw that dick? Baby, she just knew.
Hey,
Baby, she was finna be a jerk heaven when she got on.
I'm screaming.
Ooh. And I don't even do skinny men, but he fine.
you what?
I don't do skinny men.
Shut.
He is so
I'm not doing
fine.
this with y'all today.
Listen, I
I
can't
like me a
agree with
little
you
man
on
with a
that
little
one.
meat on his bones, child.
I can't agree with you on that one. Like, what we gonna do?
I love it. Just do a lot.
Mm-mm.
You say
Do a
what?
Nah,
lot.
we can't do shit
All
but
they
eat a
do is
bucket of
have
chicken
sweat
together
together.
while watching Shanti
They,
work out. That's
they
all me and
transfer
him could
sweat
do.
from one to
Nah,
another. Okay,
not that.
I'm sorry,
transfer
child.
sweat.
I need
That's
me
how we
a
get
small,
lubricated.
slender
I'm here
thing
for it.
that he
That's how
can
the
like
lubrication
just
happens.
push my feet
Transferring
to the
one
back of my
person's
neck
sweat
and
to
just
another.
go balls in. See, a fat nigga can't do that for me. I can't do that with a fat dude. Nah, not a fat dude.
I'm
Nah, both
sorry.
of
I
us
can't do
can't be
nothing with a
big.
bag of bones, child.
Both of us can't be biggins. Nah, nope.
Shit. I can't do nothing with a bag of bones, child.
And I can't do nothing with a I can't do nothing with a bag of groceries. I'm okay.
I always say, Scotty, I love you, so I'm not gonna say nothing. I love you,
Bag of
know
Scotty.
that?
chicken bones, child. Live.
I didn't even listen. I don't even know what was said.
Because Aaron said he can't do nothing with a bag of balls, but he could do do a lot with the Sahara Desert.
I'm about to beat your ass.
First of all, it's never dry over here, sweetheart. Sweetie.
Sweetie, and I quote, I need you to get it wet for me before you get it in. You said that. I did not. You
I
read
never
yourself.
said that.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
What?
Go back and watch
No, like
the
yes,
replay.
I need my
I know
ass
you done
ate
had a lot of
before I
Jackson
like you
again, but
stick it.
you
There
said
had
you
nothing
need
wrong
to
with
get
it.
it wet for you.
Yeah.
You
But
said
then
that.
at the same, but I think at the same time for him, he's saying as far because you say you don't really enjoy that. He might get some pleasure out of that.
Yeah, that's
But
like
he
I
also
don't want
said he
nobody to
needs them
stick
to get
me.
it wet for
I
them.
don't want nobody to stick me just to stick
Yeah, he was
me.
letting the nigga
You
know
gotta
that if you're
eat
gonna
my
fuck
ass
me, I want
first. I
you
like
to
my
eat my
ass
shit
ate.
real good. If you want me to suck on your dick real good, you need to return the damn favor.
First of all, like I like my ass eaten. Like, come
And eating
on.
ass is
Aiden?
stop.
Wait a minute. That's not a
Stop.
word, sir. Aiden. No. No.
Shut up.
Listen.
We know it's not a word. Hold on.
The teacher
I
in
know it's
me,
not a
English
word.
teacher here.
Come on, English
Aiden.
teacher. I love it. Yes.
I
Yes.
understand. Trust me.
I'm not gonna let you get away with Aiden. Eating, but
No,
not
I
eating.
understand. Like my cousin is a teacher, so she always gets on me with my
Yeah,
what's
you
that? What's
can't be
that?
up here
My
divining us
ebonics,
with
my
El Teddy here.
ebonics, my
You
ghetto
can't be
ebonics.
divining us with El Teddy around
Yeah,
here.
you're not gonna
We
be.
already got Divine making up words, dear God.
And you know I'm famous for making up a fucking word. I'll be like, is
You
that a
can't,
word?
You said
Lord.
you famous for making up words, but not famous for being literate, writing good.
Shut up. I'm about to.
That was one time. That was one time.
You sure?
It was.
My God.
One time.
Woo, we've been on here for 3 hours. Ooh.
Yeah.
My drink is almost gone. I'm over it.
I'm good.
I am too.
I feel like I need to do this every Monday. This is gonna be a whole nother
This
show.
is so much
You
fun.
should. I think it would be tea. I love it. I love to do this.
That would be awesome. I ain't gonna hold you.
This was actually random though. Like I didn't plan to do this. It's actually random.
Mm.
Usually, good things happen when it's unexpected. So
That's true. That's very true.
Good things happen when there's liquor and lube involved. L&L.
Okay.
that too, amen.
That's
That too. But I'm cool.
Liquor and
Just give me the
lube.
weed, and I'm good. I'm good.
Mm.
Because if I get drunk, it's a whole different thing. Somebody will get fucked.
Oh,
I don't,
well then, I drink.
That's why I don't drink.
Sapphire gin.
okay, and I drink Henny.
I drink Bombay
Oh,
Sapphire.
I can't
They're
do
top
any.
shelf.
I'll fight you.
What you said? You drink
I would tell y'all.
Skull
How
vodka,
you doing?
Aaron?
Who be?
No, I was asking Aaron. You drink Skull, Taka, vodka?
I like
Jay?
Jack. I like Jack Daniels.
Oh, okay.
I love Tito's.
I just wanted to make sure it wasn't Skull or Taka or.
Don't
no.
act like you ain't never done taco.
I don't
I
drink
don't know
Taka.
what the
No, we
fuck
don't do that.
is. You know, I'm not a liquor.
Don't act like you never
That's
have.
connoisseur.
That's what I said.
I'm not a liquor connoisseur, child. I'll tell you that. Just give me my favorites. Just give me my Tito's.
Taka
Give me
in my early
Jack.
days.
I'm
Taka
cool.
and Mad Dog early days.
Come on, Mad Dog.
Mad Dog. Well, I can't even lie.
That
I
was when I
like
first
drink,
started drinking.
what's the name of that shit called? Damn, it's a drink that was from the 90s that I love drinking. It's a malt liquor.
Schlitz, malt
No.
liquor bull.
No.
What,
What's
Colt
the name?
45?
St. Ives.
It's similar to Colt 45, but it's not
St.
Old
Ives.
English. Old
Not
English.
St. Ives.
Is
Oh,
it
Old
Colt?
English.
Old
Is it
English is
Colt?
good as
Old
fuck.
English. Ooh, you took me back
Oh
with
my
Old
Old
English.
God.
English
really
good
did.
as fuck.
The
Oh
old
my God.
E.
That's a hood ass. That's a hood ass drink.
That
That
shit
is so
good.
ghetto.
Oh,
It is.
Nah,
It get
I'ma
you
tell
I
you.
fucked
know
up
my
though.
OE.
I want some homemade moonshine. But I'm
Oh
talking about
damn.
moonshine,
So we
I
just
sweet.
gonna
do
drink
need me some.
unleaded like
I
that?
See,
never
Scotty, I
had
feel like your
moonshine.
people
I
make
really want to
moonshine
try
since you out there
it.
in the hood, in the country and shit, Scotty. Where your people do
I've
moonshine?
never had
I need to know.
moonshine. I've never had moonshine ever in my life.
Scotty, you
I
over there
really
in
want
moonshine country.
some.
That's the problem. That's what y'all believe. Y'all think that people around here that's all we do is drink moonshine and shit all day. I've never had a
I mean,
sip
I
of
feel like
moonshine.
y'all liquor bottles have 3 X's on it and shit. You know, I'm blowing on it
I'm
and make
not
music.
dealing. I'm done.
Yo, I had a liquor bottle with 3X on it, and I got it from Dominican Republic. That was
Wait, what are you talking about? Dominican Republic? Wait, what?
I went to
Teddy's
Dominican
really trying to
Republic for
shade
vacation,
tonight.
and they had like a bottle in it. You have to know a Pacific liquor because they don't give it on the top shelf. You have to go in the back to get it. They don't have it on the shelves.
Well, I don't drink. I
Oh,
don't
that
drink
sounds like
I'm
Everclear.
classy based over here. We only drink top
That's
shelf.
how they do Everclear.
That was everything. That liquor was everything. I got
Everclear
a big
is
ass bottle
so
from
nasty.
Dominican Republic.
Child, Everclear is 100 proof, honey.
Ooh, shit.
If you want to
That's why
get
I said
fucked up, that's the thing to drink.
Well, I
It's a
have been
gas
to
substitute.
places that have the 190 proof, but that's for real alcoholics like me. And that was in Dominican Republic. When I went to Dominican Republic, I went to a couple bars. They had the 190 proof. Hell, you can get the Bacardi 151 that's 151 proof. What are we talking about?
So, like, what is your tolerance? Like, are you very high in reference to your drinking
Oh, I'm
tolerance?
a drinker. I don't smoke. I only smoke skin cigars and skin blunts. But do that math. But I drink though.
Okay.
I'm a drinker too. I get an
I
honest.
am a full drinker, child. I'm a funny drunk.
Scotty, I know your ass
Turned up
was.
You're a
smoke.
drinker, Aaron? You
I'm a
just told us
drinker.
you don't drink like that, but you did tell us you bleed
Brandon,
like
shut up.
I would never live this down. Oh.
Just
I'm
shut up,
screaming.
Brandon.
No, I'm just saying. I'm more of a, like I said, I'm more of a smoker. Drinking for me is like, and I have a very low tolerance, so I can get buzzed and fucked up pretty quick. Like I said, I'm a completely different person when
Oh,
I'm
I
drunk.
would give you one drink of Bombay Sapphire, which is 94.5 proof, and you would be gone.
And somebody will be pregnant.
Somebody in the chat has said that
I've been
they need some
impregnated.
edibles.
Call
I
me the
had my
abortion
first
clinic.
edible. That was everything.
No, it's gonna be quintuplets.
You can call
Oh
me
yeah, you definitely going to the abortion clinic. You
the
about to
abortion
get that
clinic
280.
over here. We're
I
here.
ain't got no time.
Listen, you call me
'Cause I
Roe
ain't babysitting shit.
v. Wade. Okay, call me Roe v. Wade. That's my name, Roe v. Wade. Dear God.
I had edibles out the moon, child. I had 3 of them.
Ooh,
When I
edibles
tell
is of the
you,
devil.
my freaking whole house was spinning. I heard my own heartbeat.
You said your hole is spinning?
The whole room, my whole house was
No, his
spinning.
root chakra's not spinning.
My whole house was spinning, and I could hear my heartbeat.
You need to log off. It's time.
Like,
Aaron, it's
that
time.
was a trip.
I agree. Because I had a fucked up experience off the edible. It actually changed my life for the better. But during that whole experience,
I like edibles. I'm here for the edible. I don't smoke, but I'm here for every part of the edibles.
Listen, I love to eat the weed
I got a former student of mine. He graduated, but he lives in DC now. Him and his brother, they have a whole shop in DC. They make whatever you want. They can make they made wedding cakes and stuff.
Oh wow!
That were edible. They make everything if it involves sugar or flour, they will make it for you.
Okay.
Or butter.
DM me the shop.
But you just talked about the whole house was spinning. I don't want your house spinning for you no more.
I'll be going to DC next month, child. I'll be going to DC next month, and I want to pick a little something. I want to pick up a little something.
And to be honest, I think it's better.
Is it TCB or CBC?
Than smoke it, really.
Is it TCB? TBC?
Wait, I need you to get your letters
CBD.
CBD? No, I wanted TCB.
Or THC.
THC is the other one.
Yeah. All that.
There's THC.
Wait, you want everything. You got to get your letters in order, like your 987s. Oh, we don't know what you want.
Oh my God, I love this nigga.
I've been drinking.
No, I can't help you if you can't.
Oh Lord, this playlist about to be fire.
I need you to help me help you. Help me help you, dear one.
I want the real shit. I don't want the fake ass.
I mean, I already know in order to help you, I need to invest in Band-Aid brand stock in order to help you first. But then THC is the other. Okay, THC.
But you just tell us what? What?
You said THC.
Mocha. Wait, Mocha Perry said, but you did tell us you beat a lot in through the floor. What? Oh,
come on.
Praise God from whom all blessings flow. Praise him, all you people here below.
Amen.
Praise him, all you heavenly hosts.
All right, Scotty, when you gonna do the benediction, child? It's almost about to be one of those.
I already did the whole benediction right now, Scotty. That's you.
It's about this time right now because I'm getting sleepy. So.
Oh, that mean that coochie getting hot and wet, Hattie. That coochie getting moist. Hey. It's ready to go in bed.
I'm gonna make me a turkey sandwich.
That cooch is right over there. I see you, Scotty.
Who is this? Yo. Oh, is this
Yoshi?
This is
Aaron, you do realize this is Scotty's channel. He should be the one that promotes the super chats.
Thank you so much, Yoshi. I haven't seen you on YouTube in a long time. Thank you so much for that, though.
I have seen her. I watched her YouTube. I was like, where's she been?
But Aaron, hold on, Aaron. That's a super chat. You should probably let Scotty handle the super chats.
Oh, I don't know. I don't have that etiquette. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me mute myself.
He kills me with that. Let me mute myself. Anyway, I appreciate everybody coming on to this random ass live. I feel like this should be.
It was random. It's so fun though.
Yeah.
I think I should probably do this every Monday, probably with the same people, or just switch it up, or whatever. But I enjoyed this. I didn't expect to be on here for 3 hours.
Same here.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
so I guess we'll holler at everybody later then.
And now it's time for the after show. The after show is always so much better
I'm done.
than the actual show.
Oh my God.
Bye, everybody.
Hey, Really
Bye,
B. Shout
bye.
out to Really B in the Justice League.
Yes.
Shout out to Really B and Abby and everybody. I love everybody. I swear.